nation's colors. Please remain standing as Phoenix International Raceway Chaplain Ken Bowers offers our invocation.
Father, we thank you for another beautiful, perfect Arizona weekend. We thank you that we can trust you with all the challenges and changes in life to provide us with direction that we look forward to receiving from you. And now we pray that we'll have a safe race. We pray that it'll be competitive, enjoyable, and that everyone will go away being happy to have been here. We praise you for everything and thank you. And everyone said, amen.
Here to perform our national anthem, please welcome singer-songwriter Cassie Jade.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming in the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let's hear it.
200 laps, 3 stages, $100,000, and tempers could run as high as the temperatures here today. Xfinity Racing from Phoenix coming up next. Welcome back to Phoenix Raceway. Fox Sports brings you Xfinity Series racing. It is a hot one today, 90 degrees and even hotter in those race cars. But it's also a dash for cash race, which means one driver is going to cool off with $100,000. So let's meet today's guest driver analyst. Kevin Harvick is absolutely no stranger to our Xfinity broadcast booth or to Phoenix Raceway. 8 wins in the Cup Series, and we always like it when he joins Adam Alexander and Michael Waltrip to call the race. Adam, I think after spending a couple of hours with Kevin up there over this racetrack, even you might be able to turn down a fast lap.
You think I could qualify in the top 10 after hanging out with Harvick? Maybe that's the case. We'll have to see how my knowledge grows in the next couple hours. I'm thinking about this. I know it's a mile track, but it races like a short track. It's hot, slick, and one of the fastest guys starting at the back. We are in for a real treat today, aren't we, Kevin?
We are in for a treat. And no Kyle Busch this week. He has been absolutely dominant at this racetrack over the last who knows how long it's been. It's been a long time, but I'm really excited. I think, like you say, Ryan Blaney's probably got the best car, and he's in the back of the pack, Mike.
You know what I love is you can pass down on the apron. You can pass high. There's a lot of room to go. But, Kevin, it's hot up in here. Temperature in the car could reach 135 degrees. How does that affect the driver, and how does he report to his team what a car's doing when you know it's going to be slipping?
Well, I don't even know that that's the worst part. The floorboard over those 1,500 degrees tailpipes are probably the worst part on your feet. So it's going to be a hot day in the car. You have to stay focused and hydrated.
Shannon mentioned you have 8 wins here. I said this place is like a short track. How do you attack Phoenix?
Well, I think you have to be patient with it because the racetrack is not going to be fun to drive today. The cars are going to get tight in the center of the corner. They're going to get loose into the corner. They're going to get loose. Some may be tight off the corner. So you're going to have some handling issues today, and it's going to be about who manages that long run the best.
I think we got to thank our boss, Eric Shanks, for bringing the man up here to tell us what's happening out on the racetrack. We're going to learn a lot today.
The man today, though, is truly William Byron on the pole. And I remind you, in 30 races here, 1/3 of the time, the pole sitter has gone to victory lane. Could it be his day for career win number 1, Michael?
I think it could be. He was so dominant in his truck. He had that thing out front for most all the race. He really knows this track.
He wants revenge. This place owes him one. We'll see if the rookie can get it done. The green flag in a moment. Right now, we're going trackside for the command of fire engines.
And now, for the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome your Grand Marshal, President and CEO of DC Solar, Jeff Karpoff.
Drivers, start your engines!
It is time to go racing on a gorgeous Saturday afternoon in the desert. And as we gear up, we take you back to earlier this week. Ryan Blaney hanging out with Mike Trout, the 2-time AL MVP. No swings and misses in the batting cage. How will he do on track? We'll find out. He's starting 33rd when we return on Fox. Phoenix Raceway, one of the great venues in all of NASCAR. Green flag in the air. We're underway at the Desert Mile.
This track right here is the toughest we have.
I like an upset.
How about this? Some of the young guns in NASCAR.
Today, the Xfinity Series is loaded with great young talent.
Today, it's like a short track. It will get physical.
There is bumping and banging.
There you go.
Contact.
Hard to believe we're already 4 weeks into the NASCAR season. Today we're live on Fox. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything they learn making tires for the grueling demands of NASCAR inspires what rolls into yours. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. Shannon said it on race day. Big opportunity for a driver to win $100,000 in the Dash for Cash. And the guy who won it last time out, Justin Allgaier, starting 5th here today.
Hey, Justin, this is Kevin Harvick up in the Fox booth. The thing that sticks out to me when it comes to these Dash for Cash races is you. You made them all last year. What do you like so much about the money being on the line?
Well, I mean, I think when you put the money on the line, it means a lot to the drivers. We're all competitive, but I think it means even more to these teams. You know, the money that we have for budgets, obviously we crunch every number we possibly can, and so to add that little bit of extra influx into what our budgets are makes a huge difference to these Xfinity Series teams. So can't say thank you enough to Xfinity and Comcast for all they do for this sport, because it just adds an extra element to what's already a great series.
Justin, it's Michael, Kevin's sidekick here today. I want you to crunch these numbers. Over 90 degrees outside, temperatures inside that car close to 135. How are you prepared for the heat today?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't know that you can ever prepare your body for the heat, especially, you know, coming off the off season and not really having a lot of hot races in a row or even building up to it per se. So it's going to be hot inside the car today, but we got a great brand pressure Agriculture Chevy. These guys have done a great job all weekend long on the 7 team, and everybody at Junior Motorsports. I mean, to have all 4 of our cars inside that last round was huge, and we just got to go out and execute today, keep the tires under us. So it's going to be a big deal with the temperatures the way they are, and make sure that I stay hydrated in here. That's probably the biggest battle for me. Is I'm not great at that during the race, so I'm going to have to do a really good job today to stay hydrated.
Well, you got your season pointed in the right direction last week in Vegas. Keep it going today. We'll ride along. Thanks, bud.
Sounds good, guys. Thanks so much. Thanks for all the fans at home watching along. Hopefully we give you a nice upfront view of what's going on and get you all to victory lane.
Great job in qualifying today for Junior Motorsports. All 4 of their drivers inside the top 12 at the start, including William Byron, who's on the pole. Let's get pit headlines, start the clock, and send it to Vince Welch. Good afternoon, Vince.
Hello, Adam. Elliott Sadler is the points leader, and he's the only driver entered in this race who has won an Xfinity Series event here at Phoenix. And maybe the best news at all for Sadler and company is they have had improved speed this weekend. A lot of smiles around the one camp. There's a lot of attention paid to the young guns, but keep an eye on the 41-year-old veteran Elliott Sadler today. Chris Neville?
Rookie Matt Tifft was 4th quick in final practice yesterday, but late in that practice, he had a misshift, and he damaged the engine while the team was able to replace that engine before qualifying, so he will start 8th today. And talking to Matt before the race, he said he's got to turn things around. He's got to stop his mistakes, he's got to think about the big picture, and he's got to try and put an entire race together. Jamie?
Well, Eric Jones could be the spoiler today. He's eligible to race because he's a rookie in Cup, but he's not eligible for the Dash for Cash because he's a full-time Cup driver. This has been a great track for Eric Jones, a 2-time Truck Series winner, but he's never won in the Xfinity Series. He's starting on the front row today, and today could be Eric Jones' day, Adam.
And Jamie, there's one word that comes to mind for me when you come to Phoenix. Anxiety, because it's only 200 laps. You don't have much time to get your work done.
Everybody's been going pretty hard here in Phoenix in the past, but at least the stages, you know, I think it gives you some more incentive to get up front.
It's going to be a really aggressive race. You can really go hard on restarts. You've seen that in the past year. I think with the format, you're going to see that throughout the whole race now. Not a very long race for us. It's only 200 laps at a mile racetrack, and just going to try and get everything done quickly and keep the track position, win a few stages, and hopefully win the race.
How about that sense of urgency when you come to Phoenix, Kevin?
Well, I think you'll see that immediately on lap 1 when they all go about 5 wide down the back straightaway onto the apron, sparks going everywhere, and everybody's trying to get by somebody. So it's definitely a sense of urgency, because the longer you wait in the run, if your car's not handling very well, it just becomes a little bit harder to pass because the car doesn't turn as good, and it just becomes harder lap after lap.
How about that number right there? 92 degrees right now, and it's still rising. This is the hottest race ever for the Xfinity cars here at Phoenix.
A bunch of drivers have to go to the back for various reasons. Most notable is Spencer Gallagher, Rookie of the Year contender out of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Fellow rookie starting opposite end of the field. William Byron out there for the first time driving that 9 for Dale Earnhardt Jr.
Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Earl. Everybody on the team. Hard work this weekend, paying off so far. Let's just finish it off, man. We know what we can do.
You know what we're all about. We all know what that kid's about. He won 7 races as a rookie in the Truck Series last year. Was a blown engine away from having a chance to win the championship. He starts on the pole here in Phoenix. How tough is it going to be for him, Kevin, down on that low line? Is it going to be slipperier down there?
Well, I think on the original start here, I think it's probably going to be okay because you don't want to get black flagged for beating the leader to the line. So we'll see how that works out. In practice, the outside line wasn't as good as I thought it was going to be, and there wasn't a lot of grip to turn down. But a lot of times the outside line has the advantage in the first turn.
Pace car on pit road. It's a short afternoon, only 200 laps. The sense of urgency is up. 200 laps in the desert, underway at Phoenix. Jones strong in that outside lane, able to power to the race lead.
Yeah, on those restarts, when the outside guy gets pinned up on the guy's door on the inside, it just becomes really hard to make yourself want to turn that wheel. So see Byron up the racetrack, way up the racetrack here.
Wow. He's out of the groove and losing spots. Just not a great start for William. He got into turn 1, got loose, and that opened the door for Jones to pounce.
This place is really hard on the restarts and on the original start of the race to get into turn 1. And the longer the day goes, the more that rubber will cake up and you'll start going up the racetrack. So you have to actually back the entry of the corner up in order to keep the car on the bottom and turning. So it's a little bit different than trucks, but this kid has figured everything out that he's gotten into drive so far.
Battle for position here. Purple 6 is Darrell Wallace Jr. Blue number 1, points leader Elliott Sadler. They're in the top 10, and a rookie behind him. That's the 0 of Cole Custer.
Yeah, and if you're watching down in 3 and 4, you saw Elliott, he was off the racetrack. That's racing groove down there. When you get down to turn 1, you don't have that option. It's banked a little bit more. You can't dip your left sides off the road, but you'll see that all day here in turn 3 and 4.
Brendan Gaughan did that nicely, driving to the inside and around Cole Custer for a spot.
And for whatever reason in cup practice today, that apron really worked well. It helped the car turn. That hasn't been the case in the past. And you'll see a lot of guys get down there like Mike said. But as the day goes on, that rubber will get built up on the apron as well.
Michael Annett in the 5. Little push from the black and yellow 19 of Matt Tifft.
That's the worst place you could be. He was on the inside of another car and had a guy right on his back bumper. It makes you really loose down in the corners.
You have to run your car so loose to make it through turn 1 and 2. And when those guys get on the door like that, it just makes that inside car very loose. And I still think a lot of these Xfinity guys are still trying to figure out exactly how these cars are going to drive with somebody right on their door with that small spoiler on the back of it.
And keep this in mind as we go through this first 60-lap stage. The top 2 series regulars at stage end will qualify to be Dash for Cash eligible in our final stage and have a chance to win $100,000. And the guys in that position right now, Justin Allgaier, who is 2nd, William Byron, our pole sitter, who is 4th, and Ryan Blaney misqualifying because he had problems in the inspection line. He's on the move early.
What do they say in baseball? Hit them where they ain't. Well, in racing, you better go where they ain't. And where they're not is down on that apron down in 3 and 4. This is good racing. William Byron now recovering from that rough start.
And there's so many things that you can almost feel the sense of urgency up here. I don't know about you guys, but it just feels like everybody's in a hurry because I feel like the segments are short. I feel like there's a lot on the line with qualifying for the Dash for the Cash and getting yourself positioned for that pit stop. But these stages are short.
William Byron dropped back at the open, starting to recover, Vince.
Well, it just speaks to his maturity. I know it's just he's only run a handful of Xfinity Series races, but there was no panic in William Byron when he lost the lead from the pole. And he's got veteran spotter Earl Barbin up on the roof, who normally spots for Jimmy Johnson in the Cup Series. Veteran leadership on the roof, and no panic from William Byron. Didn't say anything about the car, just got back to business, in line, and going to work.
Meanwhile, the drive to the front continues. Ryan Blaney, top 15 in 7 laps after starting outside the top 30. Other guy that started back there, Daniel Suarez, having some problems.
Yeah, it's tough to fight through the traffic. You got to go where they're not. Like I said earlier, sometimes you got to thread it 3 wide and watch as he enters the corner, gets loose, up the hill, And the 18 car into the wall.
It looked like the 51 actually clipped the right rear of that car and just got it pointed in the wrong direction there and got the fence. And 51 is Jeremy Clements.
Let's see, Kevin. Bam, right there.
Yeah, and it just got that car pointed to the right just a little bit, and then when he corrected it to go up the racetrack, I got on all the loose stuff.
Suarez back in 27th now, Jamie.
Well, that's the second spin we've seen from Daniel Suarez. The last one was about an hour ago in Cup practice. They're keeping an eye on this 18 right now. There is smoke, so that means they have a tire rubbing. If they need to bring it in, it's going to be a big upset for this team.
Tough Saturday for them, and that's surprising. You look at the history for Daniel Suarez. Really good here, years past in the Xfinity Series. Won the truck race here in November. Rough start so far today. 27th after making contact with the wall when he was running just outside the top 20. 10 laps in, Eric Jones has led them all. Allgaier, Byron, Austin Dillon, Elliott Sadler behind him. NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing is sponsored by Ford F1 Series, the best-selling truck for 40 straight years. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. Early on at Phoenix for the NASCAR Xfinity Series, caution out for the first time, and it's the guy we were talking about before we went to break, and that would be Daniel Suarez.
Yeah, we saw smoke, and that means a right rear tire rub, and it just blows out on the straightaway, and into the outside wall he goes. Just a result of that contact racing 3 wide down into turn 3.
Yeah, and unfortunately these tire rubs.
Tire load.
Man, that's a hard hit.
You all right, buddy? Talk to me. Focus on the outside.
He wanted to know who hit him on the outside, and it was Jeremy Clements that just came down to get into the corner, and they made contact.
Not the day they were hoping for, certainly. A year after Joe Gibbs Racing went 1-2-3 here.
Focus on the outside. The 51 car. 51. He didn't give you any room at all. Just hit me while we were in the middle.
Not only did he not give him any room, he took some of his room. But Clemens thought he needed to make the corner, so just racing there early.
And isn't it funny how he crashed right there, and the first thing he wants to know is who hit me 3 laps ago in the right rear corner to cause this?
I guess it's not all bad for Joe Gibbs Racing. Eric Jones is leading this race, and Matt Tiff finds himself 13th, 14 laps in here in the desert. NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing is sponsored by the all-new KFC Georgia Gold Honey Mustard Barbecue Chicken. It's finger licking gold. And by Cialis.
16 laps complete here at Phoenix, and we are under caution, which will give us a chance to take a look at today's Liberty Mutual Worry Less strategy. What are the keys, Larry Mack?
Don't follow the leader. And what I mean by that, don't do the same strategy as the leader. If you follow the leader, you'll just follow the leader. Keep track of how much brake you're using. I need that feedback because I've got the front end taped up a lot. And Kevin, we're not going to make many pit stops. You have to give me solid feedback where I can make the right adjustments.
Yeah, typical crew chief. He just wants to know about his car. He's not worried about his driver. We need to make sure that we get some water in the car to these guys, too, because it is absolutely smoking hot outside today.
So you're going to add to that checklist, right? Let's make sure we get a bag of water to the driver.
Make sure you clean my window and give me some water. Maybe 2 bottles of water, one to dump on myself and one to drink.
All right, keep an eye on the 22 of Ryan Blaney. When we return to the green flag, we'll get it next time around. He's going to restart 13th. He was almost 7 seconds back. Now we tighten up the field. He's right in the game.
Yeah, and let's also watch William Byron. He didn't get a passing grade on that initial start. He's down on the inside again. Has he learned from that? And can he get his way back up to the back bumper of our leader?
Eric Jones is the race leader. This time the control car choosing the outside lane. That's where he was at the start of the race when he grabbed the top spot. Green flag in the air as we complete lap 18.
Justin Allgaier is going to challenge Eric Jones for the lead, but Jones grabs it. Byron was able to stabilize just ahead of Blake Cook. They're racing hard back there. Look at them 3 wide again. We saw how that turned out last time.
Brendan Gaughan in that mix. The 6 of Darrell Wallace Jr. and Ryan Blaney inside of Cole Custer for position. That would put him in the top 10.
Man, you can just tell how fast that 22 car is. He's down on the apron. He's on the yellow line. He's up in the middle. And he's just able to roll up on people and get in gas sooner and drive up next to their door.
Look at there. Justin Allgaier at the bottom. He's going to grab the lead. You talked to him at the start of the race, Kevin. He likes these big money races. He grabs the lead.
That's our money man right there, Justin Allgaier. So he's, you know, the junior motorsports cars in general have run well at this particular racetrack, and especially Allgaier. It seems like these guys just fight and fight and fight and keep themselves in contention week after week.
3 of Junior's cars in the top 6 right now. Allgaier trying to complete the pass for the lead. Can't quite get there. What a battle down the back straightaway.
And that's really what we want to see right there. We want to see that outside groove into turn 1 and 2 come in like that. You saw the run that he was able to get off of turn 2, and Allgaier come back on the bottom.
And look at Allgaier dive down into turn 3, but there's Jones hanging tough on the high side.
Can he clear him here? Back to the start-finish line. Jones once again with all that momentum in that high lane.
What'd you say about a sense of urgency, Adam? I think we're seeing that on the racetrack. What a battle for the lead.
And you see that arc of the corner just opens up when you're on that high lane, and you get you're able to run a little bit smoother groove through the center of the corner and carry more momentum up off the corner. But Allgaier is really good off the bottom of these corners on exit.
3 wide for 12. Ty Dillon starting to make some moves.
Let's try to do the crossover. Eric Jones to the inside this time, but Allgaier is going to grab the lead.
Big for Justin Allgaier for a couple of reasons. One, series regular. He wants those stage points, right? And an opportunity to go out and get a stage win here, which would be big. And also, if he finishes up front, he and the next guy in line, as far as series regulars, would qualify to be that Dash for Cash eligible in our final stage later today.
Well, this one car is putting a lot of pressure on these regulars because he's won several of these stages, and he's gained a lot of bonus points, obviously being the points leader, but he's been making it happen for the stage wins so far.
I love the one car, Elliott Sadler, who he is. He really helps his teammates. He mentors them. His effort and his input has made that team better and made William Byron better and just really got everybody up and running.
Talked about Elliott Sadler, his success, great so far in 2017. Ryan Blaney, though, showing how strong he is. This is for 7th. Daniel Suarez done for the day, Vince.
Contact with the 51, a fender rub, a cut tire, and eventually a crash. Glad to see that Suarez is out of the medical center okay, but what's your takeaway from the sequence of events?
Oh, I'm okay, but it just very disappointed because I wasn't racing yet. I was just trying to make my way to the front slowly and then try to race in the second half of the race. And I don't know, I have no idea why he hit me in the right rear. I was a little worried about my right rear tire going down, actually after that I was just, just cruising, trying to make a couch, try to get a couch and to, just at least to take a look at it. But definitely blew up before that. But just very disappointed the way that some of those guys race in the back.
Glad you're okay. Adam.
The other driver involved, Vince, the 51 of Jeremy Clements. Here's what he said on the radio after the contact.
Yeah, it wasn't my fault with this tire. I mean, 4 went in there 3 wide and just crowded us. I already talked to him about it. He knows that. You're good.
Yeah, it's always going to be differing opinions on what happens, but anytime you're 4 or 5 laps into the race and you're 3 wide down into a corner as flat as 3 and 4 here is at Phoenix, you just really have to be careful. Jeremy Clements just said, I need some space to get in the corner, maybe misjudged it a bit and clipped barely Daniel Suarez.
And I think sometimes at home, I don't think it gets the hardness of how hard it is to drive these cars and the things that you do inside of these race cars gets relayed. And you see those little mistakes and how much they can mean to somebody else's day.
Can you believe we're almost halfway through this opening stage? So far, so good for the race leader, Chris.
Yeah, and Justin Allgaier turned the season around last week. Whoop, got a pass for the lead. Looks like Eric Jones down to the inside there. And Justin Allgaier was saying last week at Las Vegas, we really need to turn this season around, and he did that with that top 5 finish. Now coming to a racetrack that he not only likes, he loves this place. And that opening run there, he said the car is really strong, getting into the corner and getting off, doing his best job right now, just trying to manage the tires.
I just think about how big momentum is, Chris, in racing. Top 5 finish last week at Las Vegas, scoring so many points. He's been really good here, 4 consecutive top 5s. That's gotta mean a lot for Justin and his team.
It's hard to beat old Mo.
Exactly
momentum
right.
is hard to beat because your cars just seem to get better and you don't really do anything to them.
And you could see it in the garage area. Justin Allgaier was bouncing all over the place, knowing that they were heading in the right direction.
And you know who might be the MVP of this race right now? Top 5 for Blake Koch. He has been outstanding in the early going after qualifying on row 2 earlier today. The guys in front of Cook, Eric Jones, Justin Allgaier, Austin Dillon, and William Byron were 30 laps in here at Phoenix.
started in the back.
I said going to break, the MVP of the race was Blake Koch. Maybe I misspoke. Could it be Ryan Blaney, who's gone from outside the top 30 to the top 5 in like 30 laps? You know, Ford swept both races here in the first season back in 2005. That was the first year we had a couple of races here at Phoenix. And when you look at what Ryan Blaney has been able to do today, plus 29, nothing short of incredible.
Yeah, when you look at the past stats at this particular racetrack, you better be in a Ford or a Chevy or a Toyota, because Chevy hasn't really had too much success over the last Kyle Busch dominance period.
But one of the Chevys, Daniel Hemrick, he's moving to the front. You saw him on the list there, picked up 21 spots. He just moved around Ryan Reed into the 14th position, so Hemrick's got a strong car.
Allgaier, meanwhile, back to third. Austin Dillon got around. What's happening with driver 7?
Hey, we're racing the 9 basically for the true segment win, right? So you're racing the 20 for the stage win, the 9, the 11, and the 1 to get for the dash for cash. Okay, 10-4.
A lot to keep track of here today. Top 2 series regulars in this opening stage will advance to the final stage and be eligible for the dash for cash. Holding those spots right now, Justin Allgaier third, and right behind him, teammate William Byron, who's looking to go by on the inside. They're in lap traffic.
Well, that was a good decision by Byron there. He had a nose in there. He could have stuffed it in the corner, putting his teammate 3 wide, thought better of it. Still early in the going. He's battling for a position inside the top 5. It's important to be a little bit patient at times when you see an opportunity like that present itself.
Yeah, and even though you want to win this stage and you want to, be in the dash for cash, you still have to try to win the race at the end of the day. So right now, you still have to take care of your car. And it probably didn't hurt that was his teammate either.
Speaking of teammates, right of your screen, you said Daniel Hemrick on the move early. Yeah. Another driver that had qualifying issues outside the top 30 and trying to get back to the top 10 here.
Right on the edge of the top 10. And Kevin and I have been watching the lap times. Obviously, Eric Jones is a class of the field, but the 21 car of Hemrick has the top 4 or 5 lap times on this long run. Vince, what's the 3 saying? He had a little bit of contact off turn 4 the last time by.
Yeah, the car's just too tight right now for Ty Dillon. He started 13th, and you see that's the battle for 12th, so not a lot of movement forward. They were so loose in qualifying, certainly had Ty frustrated. They didn't start in a better position. Right now, got a handful with a tight race car.
What's that like, Kevin, when you're just tight? Is there any options? Can you move around here at Phoenix?
Well, you have an option in 3 and 4, and that's to go onto that apron. That'll really free it up, and you can, work the brake and the throttle to make the thing get pointed in the right direction on exit. In 1 and 2, that's really where the problem shows up, because you get that thing down there and you're off the brake, and next thing you know, the front end's going the wrong way, and you can't make the car turn, and you just have to wait on it to make the corner.
But the good news for all these guys, they know in 18 laps we're going to get a caution signifying the end of stage 1. You come down, work on your race car, perhaps improve it for the stretch run.
And that's great news for all the competitors. Eric Jones is okay with the way things are going right now. He's on a Saturday afternoon drive. William Byron's trying to heat up his teammate and grab the 3rd spot away. See the way Byron backed up coming into the corner? Much deeper entry for Allgaier. You saw the 9 car get smaller out of that bumper cam, but then as they exited, here came the 9 car.
Well, I think he saw that lap car there too, and I think he didn't want to go up the racetrack, and he tried to position himself by backing off, like you say, to get a good run through the bottom and time it correctly, so he didn't let that lap car impede his progress.
Looks like it's going to work, and they're getting ready to have company at him.
I was going to say, don't look now, but here comes Ryan Blaney. That's side by side for 4th. That position's significant. Gets you an extra point at the end of the stage, secures that spot on the dash for cash in case something could go wrong. Byron and Allgaier going at it into turn 3. This is good stuff.
And I tell you who's coming. Elliott Sadler. His lap times are better than those of Byron and Allgaier battling side by side. That's another spot in the dash for cash, Adam.
15 to go now in our opening stage. Eric Jones, the race leader. Austin Dillon, Justin Allgaier, William Byron, and Ryan Blaney, your top 5, were side by side on Fox. Erik Jones leading, 10 laps to go, stage one for the Xfinity Series at Phoenix. And now let's take a look at how Justin Allgaier's spotter helped him worry less with the Liberty Mutual Insurance spotter coverage.
Outside door, still there. One more car here by himself. Check the bottom here, check the bottom. Check the inside here. Looking inside the 9. Clear low, clear low. Clear by half. He's going to have a run on you here. He's getting in line, he's in line.
How good does that feel to hear as a racer, especially when the track is hot and slick? He's in line, you're clear.
Well, especially here when you have a tough time finishing passes, and the lap cars, when they come up in the wrong spots like they do a lot here, you know, to hear that clear and finally be able to focus back on driving your line and your lap is a good sound here.
Allgaier did lose a spot, 8 to go, and Ryan Blaney has moved to 4th. Here's how it happened.
These two have been battling hard for this position. Ryan Blaney gives a little tap there to Justin Allgaier. Is that his honking his horn, just letting him know he's there?
That is like, hey, buddy, I've been trying to pass you for a few laps now, and here's your warning.
And I think that position was important to Allgaier because right behind these two, Elliott Sadler.
With the run here, pick your lane here. Use that high side at the top here. 22 is right with you. In line with you.
Justin Allgaier's spotter might help him worry less. Ryan Blaney's not so much. And this next one is going to be big because if Allgaier falls behind Elliott Sadler, he loses that transfer spot in the dash for cash.
And I think that's why Allgaier was racing Blaney so hard. Had that buffer between he and the 1 car. Chris Neville, what's happening to the 7? Is he falling back?
Well, those first 20 laps, Justin Allgaier very happy with his race car, but the last 20, he said the car just not turning in the center of the corner. He's been telling the team, I think I want to let some of these guys go because we're still in a transfer spot, but now you can see Elliott Sadler right there, and the team is telling him, you got to pick it up.
5 laps to go this time around. And what a great battle. It's for 5th on the racetrack, but for the final transfer spot, and keeping in mind, if you move on to that final stage and you're dash for cash eligible, you could leave here $100,000 richer. Oh, this is a good one.
Well, I got bad news for his team. He's doing all that he can do, and that's the hardest part about Phoenix is when you just have to wait on that car in the center of the corner. And Elliott Sadler just continues to turn, and he's going to finish this pass, I would say, in the next lap or 2.
Well, he better. We've got 4 to go before the end of the stage, and you talked about it, Adam. This is not so much a battle for 4th. It's a battle for it's a battle for $100,000 potentially.
The other thing is, though, you got to realize, if you're Justin Allgaier, you lose the spot here, you can still advance in stage 2. You don't want to do something silly here that's going to destroy your race car, right?
Well, and he's also really confident of that guy that's on the inside of him. He knows Elliott Sadler is not going to do anything silly either, so he can really maybe take a little bit of a chance and pinch Elliott down somewhat.
And I think he's found a little bit here. You know, I think up the racetrack a little bit has been okay while Elliott's been on the inside, not being able to let his car run all the way up to the wall. But, you know, I think you can definitely see the struggles with the 7 and his tightness in the center of the corner.
These two drivers have been great the last couple of weeks. In fact, Elliott Sadler, the best series regular at Atlanta, finished 5th. Justin Allgaier took over that role last weekend at Las Vegas. And finally, Sadler able to get around. 2 laps to go till we end the stage. That means pit road is closed. Out front, it's all about Erik Jones. He's led 49 of our first 58 laps. Austin Dillon is 2nd. Then it's William Byron, Ryan Blaney, followed by that battle between Sadler and Allgaier.
You called it, Kevin. You saw something in that 1 car where he could cut the bottom and make that pass. He completed it.
Well, and I think this guy right here, Erik Jones, I mean, he's just had a 10th on him pretty much the whole run. And I think as we see Blaney get up there, I think that's really the car that I see right now that can challenge Erik Jones going forward.
And that's going to be a challenge for Jones. When Blaney gets there, does he have enough car to push it a little bit harder? How do you predict making those adjustments? Does Erik work on his car knowing how good it is? Because he knows there's going to be trouble coming in the form of Ryan Blaney.
Well, I think you have to work on your car to make it better because everybody else is.
Stage 1 winner, Erik Jones. Austin Dillon 2nd. William Byron, the top series regular, in 3rd. Ryan Blaney 4th. Elliott Sadler 5th. So it's teammates from Junior Motorsports. William Byron, Elliott Sadler, the top 2 series regulars. They will move on to our final stage and be eligible for the dash for cash. 60 laps into the 200 today here in Phoenix. Stage one complete for the NASCAR Xfinity Series at Phoenix Raceway. Here how the points broke down as far as the series regulars. William Byron, the top point scorer. He and Elliott Sadler, Dash for Cash eligible. Pit stops will happen at lap 64. They're heading your way, Vince.
Well, for the 9 of William Byron, he says it's a little bit too free early and then tightens up. So they're going to make an air pressure adjustment to help him on the short run and that early freeness. And then they're going to make a track bar adjustment to help him with the long portion of the run to free him up, along with 4 tires, Chris.
Ryan Blaney started 33rd. Didn't take him long to work his way up into the top 5. Says that car is just a little bit loose in the beginning of the run. After 50 laps, tightens up a bit too much. Look for a small adjustment. Jamie?
Austin Dillon in the 2, too tight on exit on both ends, but not bad. He can work with it. A track bar adjustment up, air pressure. He's out. Eric Jones, small air pressure adjustment on the right side. It's a 4-tire stop. The car is good in the race off pit road. It looks like the 2 is going to win that one, Adam.
Great pit work there. +1 for Austin Dillon, Jamie. -1 for Eric Jones. And a spot on pit road for Ryan Blaney, who continues his climb. And look at the 42 of Tyler Reddick. He has had a wonderful afternoon and going to restart inside our top 6. So here are the drivers that move on, and in our final stage will run for $100,000. Our points leader, Elliott Sadler, one of those.
What a great battle for that transfer position. Now eligible to race for $100,000. Let's see if we can talk to Elliott. Hey, Elliott Sadler, it's Michael Waltrip and Kevin Harvick up in the Fox Sports booth. Do you copy?
Sure do, Mikey. How you guys doing?
We're great. Man, what action we're seeing on the racetrack. That was an amazing battle with Allgaier to grab that transfer spot. Now you can think about not only winning a race, but getting a big bonus too.
Yeah, man, thanks to Xfinity for putting on the Dash for Cash. And I didn't know if I could catch him or not, you know, with 10 or 12 laps to go for the stages in there, but we hustled hard, and the cars are changing a lot more this year compared to last year, I think, because of the new rules. So they're taking a bigger swing, so the fall off is a lot more here. So we've tried to adjust for that. We're going to try some things for this segment since we already locked the end to try to learn some stuff for the last run to the checkers. But all in all, it's been a good day for us.
Hey, Elliott, this is Kevin up in the booth. Now that you've got that Dash for Cash locked in and you're working on your car, what's your biggest problem spot on the racetrack that you needed to address?
Yeah, I think just everybody's tight, Kevin. It seems like these tires are building a tight condition, and a lot of guys are losing a lot of time free rolling through the center and initial throttle. So I'm trying to do some different things inside the car. Kind of watch your in-car camera actually a lot this morning for practice to try to learn some things as well. So anyway, we're going to try a few different things here. We've made some adjustments for the long run. Let's see if it pays off.
10-4, man. Have a good second stage here.
All right, appreciate it, guys.
So it's Elliott Sadler and William Byron going for the big payout later on. Byron going to restart 6th here.
Sorry about that stop. We are getting it cleaned up in here. We'll do a better job for you. The news is you qualified for Dash for Cash. Got that out of the way. Continue to work on the rest of our day.
Bittersweet for the Dillon brothers on pit road. Austin Dillon won the battle. He'll be the race leader. Brother Ty caught speeding. He'll restart 23rd after being 15th when the caution came out. About ready for stage 2 at Phoenix. Let's go down to Chris Neville. He's at the eBay Motors pit box.
Well, Adam, each week tire changers hit hundreds of lug nuts trying to practice for that perfect pit stop. And if they get it right, they can typically get 5 lug nuts in less than a second. So it's pretty easy to see that sometimes they get it wrong and a driver might have a loose wheel. So what these teams are trying to do is review that pit stop as quickly as possible. A lot of these tire changers will wear a small camera on their helmet. And as soon as that stop is done, the pit crew coach, he'll pull that SD card, review that footage as quick as possible. And if we're under caution, he can typically tell if they hit 5 lug nuts, if that wheel is tight, and if they haven't, hopefully get that driver back to pit lane before we go green.
You know who's going to like their results? That 42 team of Tyler Reddick. Started 15th, drove his way to 8th, and picked up 3 positions on the pit lane. It is, in fact, the easiest place to pass, is it not?
Absolutely. And as a driver, you love your pit crew right now because they've made up so much ground. And I'm just impressed with the job that those guys have done. That car runs good, obviously, with Kyle Larson in it, but Reddick's done a great job so far today.
He has, and they were solid on pit road last week in Vegas, too, so that's no surprise to see him gaining spots.
And he's eligible. He's in the mix for all this stuff today.
Cole Custer driving through too many pit boxes, gets penalized after his pit stop. Going to start at the tail end. Austin Dillon outside lane, restart at lap 69.
Ooh, Allgaier with a nice move around the outside of Eric Jones is going to grab the second spot. Blaney can see the front for the first time today. I know he's licking his chops to go get some of that lead.
Going to be interested to watch the 7 here. Led laps early, the car faded. We'll see where they're at with their program. Looks like it's not bad. He had a peek to the inside of Austin Dillon there.
Well, and sometimes when you get in a situation like we saw with Justin in the last run where you know your car is going to go away, if you can get out front and you can take off and you can position yourself to take care of your car a little bit, that's best case scenario for him. But if that thing shuts off again and he's in traffic, he might be in for the same situation at the end of this stage.
Yeah, these guys have interesting philosophies sometimes, Adam. Don't run hard because they know they have a short run car. Try to gain that advantage and hold it on as the car fades late. Maybe that's what Justin's thinking. I need to get the lead so I can get away.
Allgaier within 3 laps of making himself Dash for Cash eligible in stage 1. Couldn't hold off Elliott Sadler, but he's in that position now. And here comes his teammate, William Byron. Started on the pole in that 9 car, looking inside of Ryan Blaney, who we know is fast in the 22.
Yeah, Blaney got tight off turn 2 or something, went high and lost his momentum, and Byron was able to get to the inside. I don't know what happened to Blaney there.
And then Byron got loose right there underneath Blaney.
He lost all of his momentum off too, but now he's got it back.
If you weren't with us at the start, Ryan Blaney unable to qualify earlier today because they couldn't get through inspection. Started this race outside the top 30, drove it into the top 5 at the end of stage 1, and here he is 73 laps into the race, 13 into stage 2, and he finds himself 4th and an opportunity to pounce late.
And as a driver, when you know that you have a really fast car and you get in a situation where you don't qualify and you drive all the way through the field, and now you're up there and you're like losing contact with the first 2 guys, and you see some, it looks like the splitters just wore out right there on the left front.
What's up with that, Chris?
Well, after that last pit stop, his crew chief Greg Irwin told him, hey, I need you to take it easy getting down on the apron and also cutting the dog leg. You're missing about 6 inches of the left front corner of the splitter. So try and be a little bit easier on the apron when you're going down low on the racetrack. And remember, this car a little bit tight late in that run. It's going to be interesting to see how that affects the car late in the run.
Well, that splitter being gone is going to make it tight. And as that splitter continues to go away, it's probably going to get tighter because that gap is going to open up and the splitter's not going to be as close to the ground.
And Kevin, that just tells you how hard it is to win one of these races. That car was dominant in practice yesterday. He had a couple of tenths on the field. They fell pre-qualifying inspection, missed qualifying. Now he's having problems with the splitter. Everything's going to fall into pieces for the fastest car in town.
Well, I think when you back all that up, it's because they started in the back and he's been on the apron who knows how many times trying to pass slower cars and set himself up to gain positions. And now you're seeing the price of having to come through that traffic in the form of that splitter being gone.
Elliott Sadler on the move, gets around Tyler Reddick.
Great job by Tyler Reddick. His team got him some positions. He rode along in the 6th spot, and now he's lost 1 to Elliott Sadler, but still a good run early.
Let's look at the top series regulars. Justin Allgaier 2nd. He's the top guy running for Xfinity points. Next in line, William Byron. then it's Elliott Sadler and Tyler Reddick. Now, Byron and Sadler have already qualified for the Dash for Cash, so right now that final transfer spot to be eligible for the $100,000 would in fact be the 42 of Tyler Reddick. He's 7th overall in the race. What's up with our leader here, Jamie?
Well, I talked to Austin Dillon before he got in the car. He said they were really lacking speed on the Cup side of things, but he loved this Xfinity car. He said they had really good speed and they needed to stay ahead of it as Justin Allgaier tries to duck to the outside. But Austin also told me it's going to be all about track position, and his pit crew stepped it up. They got the job done, made the adjustments, air pressure to get him out front. The car right now, okay, but he's looking in that rearview mirror at that 7 all over him.
Kevin, that's got to make you smile when you see the 7 car make that run up high in 3 and 4, knowing that you can go on the apron and make passes, but there seems to be a high groove developing.
It does seem to be developing. There's 2 things I want to point out for the 7 car. And the first thing is, to start the race, you start on your qualifying tires, which they had 3 qualifying runs on. So they were scuffed tires. As we came and made this pit stop, we had about 10 laps of caution to get everything situated, make the pit stops, and get back to green. And he's so he's on sticker tires, 10 less laps, so it's obviously in his benefit.
So the car just feels better on those sticker tires.
Sure appears to.
Taking advantage of it, too.
Ryan Blaney taking advantage of Eric Jones, up to 3rd. Best running position of the day for the 22 from Team Penske, who has not won since November of 2015 at Texas Motor Speedway. That's with the 22 car. It was Joey Logano with the 12 last week at Las Vegas.
You know, I said things were falling all pieces for the 22. That might have been a little early to make that call, because he still seems plenty strong as Justin Allgaier takes the lead.
I just like the hustle in Allgaier today. I know he got worn out a little bit in that opening stage, but he is serving notice. I feel good about my program, and I'm going to be here all day long.
Well, and I really think he has some benefits with the tire and you know, only 50 laps of green, it looks like so far. We'll just have to see what happens when he gets to the end of this stage. And the other thing that is surprising to me is the 20 car. Seems like you put him in a little bit of traffic, and all of a sudden, he doesn't really have that 10th advantage anymore. He's just kind of one of the other cars in the top 5.
Yeah, and when you're Eric Jones riding out front, it's definitely going to handle differently than when you get back in the pack. Good battle here. Matt Tifft to the bottom, trying to take a spot away from Brendan Gaughan.
Yeah, Matt Tifft driving that 19 for Joe Gibbs Racing, Rookie of the Year contender. Top 12 in the first 2 races of 2017. Crashed late at Las Vegas, or probably would have had a top 10 last Saturday, and here he is battling for a top 10 position on a tough track at Phoenix.
Does a great job, though. Good speed for Matt. You can just see him getting better and better with every lap. A little bit of a bobble there on the bottom. Slides up, gets into Brendan.
And there goes Gaughan. You talk about a long, lazy slide.
I keep it coming here.
Well, the fact that those 2 cars hung together kept Gaughan from going into the outside wall, I think. He just pushed him on the rail.
Have a flat left rear right to the wheel, Brendan. The rest of it doesn't look bad on the left side.
It's crew chief Shane Wilson. These 2 have been together for a long time. They were racing for 9th, 3rd caution of the day.
Leader's over in 4 here if we can get going. You're clear to come back if you need.
Just hard to climb that bank without a tire on that left rear.
You know what I'm also thinking about here? Closing on halfway in stage 2. Opportunity for strategy here.
I like strategy. Check this out. Tifft bobbles on entry, Kevin.
Yeah, and this is just one of those situations like we were talking about earlier with the young guys. You get them underneath, and with that little spoiler in the back of the car, these cars are a little bit harder to handle underneath because it just takes the downforce off the car. Tifft makes a little bit of a wiggle right there, gets into the side of the 62. I think the 62 might have been mad. It looked like he was just flooring it right there, and it popped his left rear tire.
Watch this. He gets position, but you're loose on the bottom. Hits that yellow line, and the thing just starts to shake. Probably some rear tire chatter into Gaughan.
It looked to me like once there was contact that Tifft really backed out, said, I made him mad, I don't want to make it worse.
Well, and
you read that too?
Sometimes that makes it worse for the car because it's like a magnet. You just get glued to him and you can't get off the side of him.
Oh, man.
I mean, on the heels of what happened last Sunday in Las Vegas, I could see a young kid saying, oh my gosh, I don't want to make him angry. Under caution for the 3rd time, Justin Allgaier leading this thing. NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing is sponsored by New Line Cinema's Going in Style, in theaters everywhere April 7th, and by Hep C Hope.
Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything they learn making tires for the grueling demands of NASCAR inspires what rolls into yours. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. We are under caution here at Phoenix for the contact with Brendan Gaughan and Matt Tifft. We have 31 laps left in stage 2, Larry Mack. You say if a caution comes out before the end of the stage, we could see some strategy.
Well, we could, and I think that's what it's going to take. This Goodyear tire does not have a lot of give up. I think if you're up inside the top 10, you're trying to get the stage points, you're trying to maybe qualify for the Dash for Cash, you're going to stay out until the end of stage 2. But if you're Matt Tifft or Daniel Hemrick or somebody like that that's way outside and you only have a shot to maybe get some fresh tires and pull some strategy, you may pit if we get a caution about 105 or 110 and then stay out at the end of stage 2.
Exciting stuff. And just a reminder, William Byron and Elliott Sadler are the two drivers who have qualified for the Dash for Cash, so 2 spots up for grabs, Adam.
Yeah, who will join them in that final stage to win the $100,000 halfway through stage 2? Your reaction? Justin Allgaier, series regular out front, Michael.
I just love what I'm seeing out of that car. He made an adjustment. You talked about his tires being different for this stage, and he's taken advantage of it. Also surprised to see the speed of Austin Dillon. Didn't see that yesterday. And Eric Jones, when he got back in traffic, he couldn't go anywhere. What I also saw is a lot of guys not completing passes. As the laps wind down, you'll get more aggressive, Kevin.
Well, I think you have to, and I think you saw Tifft there not finish that pass soon enough, and then he wound up getting loose underneath Brendan. And I think we saw the same thing out of William Byron a little bit earlier. These guys are a little bit timid, but you have to finish the pass here or you're going to get yourself in a bad spot.
You got that orange tie. Is that an Allgaier tie? You sporting him today?
I'm Team 7.
Okay, he's in line to put himself in contention for that $100,000. Here's how he got the top spot.
Shifted down to 3rd gear. Is that normal, Kevin?
That is normal in these cars. When I drove for Junior Motorsports, we would definitely downshift to help get off of turn 1, especially if you were in a spot like that going for the lead. You don't want to do it every lap because you don't want to over-rev it.
How about that? Man, that was a drag race, and he had a lower gear. He pulled it off.
His last win on a road course. You always got to shift on a road course at Montreal. He's good at this stuff. All right, 29 laps to go as we get going once again.
Wow, what a great start by Allgaier. You talked about the road course and having to shift gears. He jumped on it right there. He chose the outside line.
Look at this battle for second. Austin Dillon there, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones in their hip pocket. Why not throw William Byron into the mix?
And I'm just really interested to see what this 22 car does as he just kind of keeps creeping himself a little bit more towards the lead. It just seems like his car just keeps going.
Tyler Reddick, 3 wide. I don't know about this. He's in that black and silver 42.
Wow. William Byron had to go up the hill, made a little bit of contact with Eric Jones, and look at the floodgates opening down low.
You said that would happen on restarts, Kevin.
Well, they go crazy here because it's the easiest time to pass, and they go all fan out down the backstretch and going into turn 1, and that was basically Tyler Reddick saying, boys, I'm here. I don't have a full season, and I'm here to prove something today and try to get as far forward as I can.
William Byron made contact with the outside wall off turn 4. Pretty significant, I think. And just about got collected by the cars. He's been in a mess ever since this restart happened.
Blaney as high as he's been today, trying to get to the runner-up position inside of Austin Dillon. Remember, he started outside the top 30 after those inspection problems earlier this afternoon.
Watch this as he exits turn 4.
Just out of the groove.
Oh, my.
Oh, man, that's heavy contact, too.
Now, he's a Dash for Cash guy, but should he have big problems not be able to continue, we would add not 2, but 3 drivers from this second stage to the final stage to be Dash for Cash eligible, ensuring there will be at least 4 guys going for the big payout.
Well, Adam, he's going to have problems. Maybe not big problems, but that was significant contact. What are they saying in the pit, Vince?
Well, certainly the guys in the 9 pit box are ready, getting near the wall in case William Byron has to come in. But Byron has not said anything on the radio about how the car is now ill handling because of that contact.
I don't think he's had time to, Vince. He's been 3 and 4 wide ever since he bounced off the wall.
Well, the good news is there's no smoke. And as hard as that was, sometimes these cars surprise me because they have the foam in the right side door to help for impacts and keep the G's down. But, you know, I think that was pretty heavy contact. There has to be something that's not right.
Thinking about his teammate, Justin Allgaier leads this race. 24 to go in stage 2. It was this point in stage one when he started to drift back. We need to keep an eye on the race leader and keep an eye on Elliott Sadler, up to third now.
Because it was this point in stage one that Elliott Sadler started to creep forward. So those two could meet in the middle somewhere again here before the end of the second stage.
That's why we're good teammates. And the guy going in the wrong direction right now, Austin Dillon, he's back to fourth.
If anything, on into one, he might be just a little bit lower on entry, you know, about a tire width or so. I know what you're doing there, keeping speed up, but just keep that in mind. Said he might have been shifting. Someone said they heard him shifting down here. No, it works.
Worked that time, didn't it?
Well,
we heard him hang that lower gear and make the pass.
And if Austin hasn't done the downshifting stuff in practice, right now they're telling him that it's faster, but he's like, man, I just don't want to squeeze this thing into third gear because I really don't know what's going to happen.
I've been really impressed with Elliott Sadler so far in 2017, coming off that Final Four run a year ago when he had to go to Homestead without his crew chief, came in here with the championship lead, driving that one car for Dale Jr. And Jr.'s got to be feeling good. If you look top of your screen, you see drivers highlighted in red. That means they are currently eligible for the Dash for Cash. 3 of the 4 drive for Junior Motorsports. One of them, the 9 of William Byron, hit the wall, starting to fade back. That's Brennan Poole, second-year driver out of Texas, going to the inside of him for 9th.
Now that's a nice move to the bottom for Poole. See if he can, as Kevin said, finish the pass, because if you get hung down beside another guy, it can cause you some issues once cars want to get loose down on the bottom.
And this is really where you get yourself in trouble when they're side by side completely like that. It's like you got to time it so that you can squirt through the center of the corner, maybe get into 3 and overdrive it and wash that guy up the racetrack a little bit to finish that pass instead of going door to door.
And if you're the guy on the outside, you've got to consider how hard you want to fight for that position, because if that guy gets loose, we saw what happened to Brendan Gaughan when Tiff got loose earlier.
Becomes a 2-car wreck fast.
Yes.
Hey, and right in front of this battle, 2 guys that are having great days. Darrell Wallace Jr., back-to-back top 10s. He's 7th right now, and behind him in 8th, Blake Cook, who qualified up front and has stayed there all afternoon. And behind him, Ryan Reed looking for another top 10. There you see that duo running in the 7th and 8th position. Justin Allgaier leads it. Ryan Blaney, Elliott Sadler, Austin Dillon, Eric Jones, the top 5. 19 laps remaining. It's stage 2. We're side by side at Phoenix. Only 14 laps to go for the NASCAR Xfinity Series in Stage 2. We're live at Phoenix Raceway in Avondale, Arizona. Good to have you with us on Fox on a beautiful but hot Saturday afternoon in the desert. With Michael Waltrip and a guy that's won here 8 times, Kevin Harvick. I'm Adam Alexander. Justin Allgaier leading, but Ryan Blaney starting to chase him down. It's been quite an afternoon for the 22, and it seems like ever since we commented on that potential damage to the splitter, he's been getting after it.
Yeah, he must have heard us. He said, well, I'm going to prove you guys wrong.
You racers have a tendency to do that. And here comes a nice strong run on the bottom off 2.
I just like how that 22 right now can keep his car on or below the yellow line. It seems like the 7's struggling a little bit with that. About the same spot that he struggled in the last stage. See how he just washes up right there, and that 22 is just locked on that yellow line.
And the splitter doesn't really drag bad in 3 and 4 when you straddle that yellow line. What the spotter and the crew chief were telling Blaney to be careful about was dipping off the road on the back straightaway. You can really cause some damage over there. And like you said, Kevin, cutting up through the field, I'm sure he was down on the apron a couple times.
Well, the splitters are a lot smaller than they were last year. You know, last year they were double in length compared to what they are this year. So I think as you look at that, when it goes through there, the wear tends to be twice as bad.
And we've talked a lot about this new low downforce package for the Xfinity teams in 2017. More or less exaggerated at a place like Phoenix.
Well, I think when you get side by side, it's exaggerated quite a bit more. But here we see the 22 finally get a fender up there on the 7, and that usually means that it's probably going to happen down here. And you see Ryan Blaney with the experience that he has, drive it in there, clear the 7, and not mess around with that let loose side by side.
I'd say Blaney's had a smile on his face for 5 or 6 laps. He saw that 7 fading and knew that he was going to be able to take advantage of that.
So much for the qualifying stats at Phoenix that say you have to start up front if you're going to win. Outside the top 30 for Ryan Blaney, and he's leading here with 10 to go in stage 2. What about the guy in second now, Chris?
Well, Adam, it was about 40 laps into that first stage that Justin Allgaier was starting to report to the team that the car was getting way too tight. And it was just about 8 laps ago that he started telling the team, guys, car is feeling the same as the first stage, just way too tight. So this team's going to have to make some adjustments for that last stage of this race.
But they're in a great position now, Chris, to advance and be eligible for the Dash for Cash. Last time they went from the lead to 6th, and they lost the transfer spot. I think right now they got a nice cushion with 9 laps to go.
They've got a lot of things going for him, but I'm worried. If this thing goes green in the last segment, seeing how his car falls off in the late stages of 60 laps, if we run all the way to 80, he's going to be struggling.
The 2 drivers that locked themselves into the Dash for Cash in our final stage back in stage 1, William Byron, Elliott Sadler. We know they will advance. The 2 drivers in position here in stage 2. We talked about Justin Allgaier. Next in line would be Tyler Reddick, and he's a couple of seconds in front of Darrell Wallace Jr. on track. That would be huge for that race team and that young man who's making his 2nd career start here today.
Yeah, but Bubba's not going to lay down. He's going to try his hardest to get up there and deal with Reddick. But, man, what a great job by Tyler Reddick, and especially the pit crew. Pit crew propelled him into position to make this Dash for Cash, and he took advantage of it.
And I feel like Tyler Reddick, you know, he was willing to say, all right, I'm going to take a partial schedule in a good car. I'm going to step out of the box and really take a chance. And today you're seeing that chance paying off for him by a solid performance, getting some good seat time up in the front of the pack.
William Byron started on the pole, good in stage 1, hit the wall early in stage 2, and now racing Blake Cook for 9th. 11 car has been so good. Colleague Racing, a single car operation, partnered with Richard Childress Racing. Great effort for them today.
And Kevin, how bad does he want that 1 point? You know, we're talking about racing to lap 120, a race, a lap just past halfway in this event, but it's a precious championship point he's battling for.
Well, I know Carl Edwards would have loved that 1 point when he was racing Tony Stewart and he lost in a tie. So you can't ever predict what's going to happen, because you never know when it's going to come down to a point. To get in the chase or to win a championship or whatever the case may be, you got to get it while you can.
Great rally for Ty Dillon. Caught speeding on pit roads, rallied all the way back inside the top 12. What's he doing here? That's his teammate behind him in the 21 of Daniel Hemrick.
Well, it looks like he's actually trying to tell him that he's going to go high, or to tell Hemrick to go high. So I don't really know what that meant.
And nothing's changed. No. Hemrick's still right behind him, so interesting.
Behind them, Michael Annett, the 4th entry for Junior Motorsports. He's in the 14th spot. Cole Custer, another driver that was penalized on that cycle of pit stops a while ago. Started at the tail. He's inside the top 15.
You know, you talked about the 7 car falling off in this final stage because of the fact that it doesn't have great long run speed. If you're Allgaier, crew chief Jason Burdett, what do you do? How do you work on that? What's the best adjustment you can think of, Kevin?
Well, I think you just have to get it as loose as you think you can stand to drive it to be able to keep up at the beginning of the run. But sometimes when you get in these positions, you can't make it any better on the day without coming in and stopping and putting it up on scales. So, you try to get the car as loose as you can, the air pressure as low as you can to try to help some of that build up to keep it from getting tight.
I look out the back straightaway and I see all the beautiful mountains here at Phoenix Raceway. Quite a mountain the 22 team has climbed here today. A couple of laps away from winning stage 2 after starting way deep in the field. Be 1 to go next time around. Blaney leading Justin Allgaier, Austin Dillon, Elliott Sadler, Eric Jones. And Tyler Reddick continues a couple of seconds in front of Darrell Wallace Jr. for that final transfer spot to go for $100,000 in our final stage.
Blaney's going to have the opposite problem that Eric Jones had. Jones was out front leading, came to pit road. His car so good when he got back in traffic. Blaney's been in traffic the whole day. What decisions does the team make here when he comes to pit road about an adjustment?
And you see him moving up the racetrack right here. I don't know if he's just searching for something to put that in the memory bank. Usually that's a good idea to move around and try to have something besides the bottom groove and the apron. So I think he's kind of feeling his car out right here to have some more options.
Blaney wins stage 2. Justin Allgaier second. He's into the dash for cash. Austin Dillon third. Elliott Sadler already dash for cash eligible 4th. Eric Jones 5th. Tyler Reddick gets a dash for cash spot. He was 6th. Darrell Wallace Jr. finished 7th. Brennan Poole, William Byron, Blake Cook. Your top 10, 2 stages complete at Phoenix. The widest selection of parts have never been easier to shop. Check out eBay Motors to find the right part for your ride. Find it, add it, get it fast. Real good day for our series regulars here at Phoenix in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Unable to win a stage, but scoring a lot of points. Justin Allgaier's name up there a lot last week at Las Vegas. 9 points for him in stage 2, and he's one of our 4 drivers eligible for the Dash for Cash, keeping his streak alive. He qualified in all 4 events a year ago, including when he won the $100,000 in July at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Pit road is open. Ryan Blaney, the race leader. Here they come, Vince.
Well, I'm going to handle the 1 car of Elliott Sadler. Came into this race as the points leader. Pitts running 4th. Says the car is pretty good, not too bad. It's just too tight rolling center of 3 and 4. That's what they're going to work on this pit stop here. Chris?
Allgaier hoping to take that big check home today, saying that the car tight as we see it after 40 laps, mainly down in 3 and 4. Needs the car to rotate down there. Ryan Blaney pretty happy with his car, going to be a little bit freer on firing off. Jamie.
The 2 car of Austin Dillon led 16 laps today. His Cup crew going over the wall, getting the job done today. Wants to be a little bit better on the short run. Just an air pressure adjustment and 4 tires.
Jamie, this track has a big history of long green flag runs to end it. That means this pit stop very important. And when you look at that race off pit road, Austin Dillon able to gain the top position. That was nice. +2 for him. Blaney went to 2nd. Eric Jones picking up a couple of spots, and Justin Allgaier losing 2 in that exchange.
Let's see what Ryan Blaney thinks about his car so far. Obviously charged from outside the top 30 up into the lead. Ryan Blaney, it's Michael and Kevin up in the Fox Sports booth. Do you copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Looks like a pretty good day so far. Any challenges with the car cutting up through the field?
Yeah, you know, we had to use up our tires pretty bad there the first little stint. Trying to get up there for segment 1, but I felt like we helped it out a good bit that last run, so we'll see how this final segment goes. Hopefully we can get discount tire in victory lane here.
Well, Ryan, this is Kevin. You've come through the whole field, and you sound like you're half asleep in that car. So what was the hardest part about coming through the field so far today?
Well, I think one of the biggest parts was just staying out of trouble and being patiently aggressive. I feel like that was a pretty good phrase that we used today when we had fun in the back. And, that was probably the toughest part, just trying to keep your car clean while at the same time trying to read what your car is doing so we can make adjustments on it. So that was the toughest part, but hopefully we got it good to go to the end here.
10-4, man. You're doing a great job. Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Excitement. Discount Tires happy.
Yeah.
Their home is Scottsdale, Arizona. Here are the 4 drivers. Going to run for $100,000 in our final 80 laps. William Byron, Tyler Reddick, a couple of kids. What would they do with that big check at the end of the day? NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing is sponsored by Ram Trucks, America's longest lasting pickups. And by Geico. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance. Time for our third and final stage. NASCAR Xfinity Series doing battle in the desert. Phoenix Raceway playing host to race 4 in 2017. Austin Dillon won the race off pit road. Dillon has led 19 laps today, and he'll go side by side with Ryan Blaney, the winner in stage number 2. Dillon, like they've seen him do all day today, take that outside lane.
Dillon drives deep into turn 1, is going to be able to clear Blaney and bring Justin Allgaier with him.
And Blaney wants to fend off as many of these guys as he can because it takes so long to finish the passes, especially on new tires. So he really doesn't want to see that 7 car get by him.
Look at that purple number 6, Bubba Wallace. He's charged his way into contention. Going to be a little bit high off turn 4, and Elliott Sadler in the blue 1 is going to take that spot.
Allgaier up to 2nd on the restart. He had a thought about the lead over in turn 2.
See that 20 car creeping back in there. He was so good in the first stage, and he was kind of non-existent in the second stage there, but he's right there in the mix in the top 4.
Blaney back inside of Allgaier. That's Blaney in the black and white 22. Allgaier bright orange 7. Austin Dillon leading in the deuce.
But it looks like the 7 and the 22 are faster than our leader, Austin Dillon. You can see, look at the move on the inside. Probably threw it up in 3rd gear there, huh, Kevin? Trying to make that drag racing.
He got a little jolt, didn't he?
He does. Look at him go.
This is for the race lead. Into the corner.
Still up there by himself.
High lane is good now. How much that going to change as the run continues?
Caution's out, caution's out,
And we've got a caution.
They're up against the wall in 3. It's the yellow 90 car.
5th one of the day. It's the 90 of Mario Gosselin.
Saw Mario down in the pits this morning, Adam. He was pushing his car through inspection himself. He got it inspected and he got it and drove it, but unfortunately got into a wreck with David Starr in the 99 car.
Yeah, I saw Mario pushing tires through the garage yesterday. Does it all, doesn't he?
That's exactly right. A lot of heart, a lot of desire. And unfortunately, he'll be the one that winds up fixing this 90 car too. I think it's this 3-wide battle in the middle here. And up the hill goes the 90 of Gosselin into David Starr. Just missed the corner for some reason. I don't know if he got loose when he turned it in, but was nowhere near the bottom of the track.
Mario was running back in the 30th position when he slid sideways going to turn 3.
I thought the 62 was inside. I tried to give him room. I got loose. Right front's definitely down.
Just moved up thinking he needed to provide some room on the bottom. Unfortunately, David Starr was there.
67 laps to go. 2 battles we're watching. The one for the lead, Austin Dillon has that. Justin Allgaier looking for the dash for cash. NASCAR Xfinity Series Racing is sponsored by Liberty Mutual Insurance, helping drivers worry less. And by Credit One Bank, the official credit card of NASCAR. It's weekend number 2 of NASCAR Goes West, presented by Toyota. You can join the conversation. Follow Toyota Racing on Twitter. Use the hashtag NASCAR Goes West. Restart with 63 laps to go. Austin Dillon takes the outside lane. Inside of him, the top guy in our run for the Dash for Cash, $100,000, Justin Allgaier.
Austin Dillon's been nailing these restarts, hasn't he?
Here comes the 20 on the outside.
And here comes the 7 on the inside.
Yeah. Just one outside the 2. Up there, door. Still there. Door. Still there.
Allgaier fast since the restart. Can he hang on over the long haul, trying to grab the lead from Austin Dillon?
Oh, nearly made contact off turn 4.
See Allgaier highlighted in red up top. Any driver in red eligible for $100,000. Whoever finishes best out of that group gets the cash. You don't have to win the race. You see Eric Jones in green. He won stage 1.
Still there, door.
Ryan Blaney won stage 2, and he's up to 3rd inside of Eric Jones for the lead again.
Clear.
You're clear.
Top spot, Justin Allgaier.
This has got to be one of the toughest places on the restarts, especially on used tires when you get a little build up on them. You get the rubber built up on the racetrack and it kind of peels up as you make the first couple laps. And it's just hard to know where to go, to be honest with you. Sometimes you slide up and you can make good ground up off the corner, and sometimes you're right on the bottom. So this is a tough place to restart.
60 laps to go. Let's crank it up in Phoenix. Down to 58 laps to go now. Just had that restart, some really good battles on track. Allgaier advantage, almost a second over Ryan Blaney. Austin Dillon 3rd, Eric Jones is 4th. Elliott Sadler inside the top 5, came in with a championship lead. And there are a couple of drivers going for the $100,000.
Probably a fender pull, a little bit of adjustment for William Byron after getting into the outside wall. He's raced his way up to the 7th position, so he's thinking 100 grand.
They're working their way back to the front, Vince.
They are indeed, and Byron said the car got about 25% tighter after he made that wall contact. It's hard to believe that as hard as it looked like he hit it, they didn't do more significant damage, but as you guys said, comfortably inside the top 10, now going for that $100,000. What a nice run for this young man. Slipped a little bit from his pole position at the start, but remember, it's just his 4th race ever in the Xfinity Series, 19 years old.
He has been very, very impressive. First trip to Phoenix in the Xfinity Series. There is Allgaier, 0.7 of a second out in front of Ryan Blaney. Let's go down to the eBay Motors pit box and hear from Jamie Little.
Well, Adam, one of the most common adjustments we've seen today up and down pit road is air pressure. This is an air pressure gauge that the teams use. This is actually from the 2 team. They've been making adjustments, whether it's putting air in or air out, and we're talking as little as 1/10 of a pound to a 1/2 pound of air pressure. Does that make a big difference? Well, you can ask Eric Jones on that first stop after dominating the first part of the race. They changed right side air pressure. The car faded, not as good. They just made another adjustment. He's looking good. So a little bit of air pressure can go a long way in these races, Adam.
Yeah, Eric Jones leading 55 laps early, 4th right now as we Get down close to 50 laps to go.
You know, the gap I'm going to mind and keep my eye on, we know Blaney's going to come on strong as the laps keep winding down. Justin Allgaier's had some issues on the track.
Are we good to the end right here? Yeah, we can make it all the way to the end, yeah. Okay, what lap, if there's a caution, will you pit at? I'd say anytime after 160.
So they're saying if there's a caution inside 40 to go, they're coming to pit road. I was saying Allgaier's had some issues on the track on the longer haul. His car seems to go away. Keep an eye not only on Blaney trying to run down Allgaier, but back in the 5th position. That's where Elliott Sadler rides. We know he's got a good long run haul, long run car. Be interesting to see if Sadler can get up there and take away that 100 grand.
Well, for those of you at home that don't know, this stage is 20 laps longer than the first 2 stages that we ran through. So you got to go 20 laps further if this thing goes green than you did before.
And you heard the conversation there, Larry McReynolds. 40 laps to go. We get a caution. We're going to pit. Where's the threshold for you?
Well, everybody has one more set of Goodyear tires, but the threshold I'm watching are the lap times, and it's just not falling off that much. And you look right now, we have 25 drivers on the lead lap. I know if we get a caution in this final stage, the majority, especially I think the front runners, they're going to stay out. So I know they're probably thinking about pitting because the car goes away on the long run, but I just think you're going to have a lot of drivers stay out.
That
track position's big.
Yeah, and that also opens up the opportunity for a 2-tire change to try to grab that track position with some fresh right side rubber.
If we get a caution right now, I know we're going to be excited up here because you're going to have a lot of strategy. You're going to have people stay out, 2 tires, 4 tires. It's all going to be in there.
And because of the 5 cautions, we've got 25 drivers on the lead lap. That could figure in to your thought process on strategy as well. 50 laps remaining. Justin Allgaier leading in the desert. Under caution, 6th time today at Phoenix Raceway. Problem for Joey Gase in the 52. Scary as he tried to get out of that car, and it caught on fire.
Great run for this Jimmy Means team down in Daytona. Just had a chance to win in Daytona last lap. Got shuffled out a bit. Top 10 finish though, but it looks like maybe trouble in the right front, Kevin.
Yeah, and that has all the looks of a right front tire going down, but I would bet that it's probably from the brakes melting the bead.
And the melting bead turned into maybe brake fluid and a bit of a fire there. Joey quickly exits the machine. Tough break for that team.
44 to go. And now the question is, to pit or not to pit, Larry?
I just think unless you're way back in the field or the handling has really went away, we only have run 21 green flag laps. That's not a lot of laps here. And I think this cleanup is going to last for a while. So for the life of me, I could not see the top 10 or 12 coming in and pitting.
And if you only had 14 or 15 guys on the lead lap, maybe then it's worth it because you'd have time to get back through. But if you're 10th or 12th now and you come down pit road with all these guys on the lead lap, it's just not going to pay off. Ryan Blaney second right now.
I think they'll stay for track position. I think we're fast enough to probably run them down, but with only 20 laps on tires, that fall up right there, I don't know, it's about 4/10 of a second. 4/10 of a second, 20 laps. I'm sure some of them will split.
Oh, young man, you are right. They are going to split. I would say for sure there's going to be at least some 2 tires put on here.
Well, a nice radio Penske has. You could really hear the crew chief talking to the driver.
It sounded like somebody sitting in a room, didn't it?
It did. Interesting.
So you're confident we get some takers here. You feel good about this?
Yeah, you know, I just think that some of those guys are going to gamble a little bit and try to put 2 tires on and try to win a race. I think that's the only chance that they really have.
But if I'm Blaney, I'm confident. He knows he's got a good long run car. If he stays out on the track and 6 or 8 cars stay with him, he probably feels pretty good about his chances. But when you're up front, sometimes everybody does the opposite of what you do. You've seen it before.
So where do you think it is, Mike? Where do you think the brake line is?
I just feel like if you're Tyler Reddick here to take a chance, you know, Brennan Poole, 8th, 9th, 10th, maybe all those guys come.
I agree.
All right, look at the Fox box right now, and you see a lot of colors up there. Reminder with 42 to go. The guys in red eligible for the Dash for Cash $100,000. They don't have to win the race, just whoever finishes best of that group will get the cash. All guys are obviously in that position right now. Highlighted in green, Ryan Blaney, Eric Jones. They were your stage winners earlier today in stage 1 and stage 2. 42 laps remaining. Pit road is open, and we're going to find out what everybody's thinking here.
I love what Allgaier said. The money's about the team. They cut their budget as close as they can. You win 100 grand, put that toward your team, your car's going to go faster.
Look at this. None of them are going to come. Half of them are going to come. How about they all come down pit road? They're headed your way once again, Vince.
Well, it's a big conversation between Elliott Sadler and his crew chief about whether to come or not and whether to take 4 tires or 2. They're going to take 4. Elliott said, I'm willing to gamble on the finish to win the money. We'll find out what they do right here. They need a great pit stop. Chris?
Justin Allgaier had a 13.5 pit stop last time. They lost 2 spots on that pit stop. Need to clean it up this time. He's saying that car after 25 laps getting tight again. Ryan Blaney, real quick pit stop there. He's happy with his car. Jamie?
And you saw the 2 right sides there. They wanted to follow the leader. Little track play. Let's see if he wins the race off pit road. And he does.
It's all about track position. And the guys that get off pit road first, all taking 2 tires. And one of those, Tyler Reddick. He picks up 4 positions, and now he is the front runner when it comes to the Dash for Cash. That's the good news. The bad news is the first guy behind him on 4 tires, Justin Allgaier, who's also looking for the big money.
And Elliott Sadler decided to get those 4 tires as well. The field's mixed up. We're going to see an exciting finish here.
It's going to be a fun 40 laps, Shannon.
That's right, Adam. And you got Larry McReynolds. He is crunching the numbers right here. Surprised that some of those guys came down?
I'm out of ink. I really am. But I'm not surprised that they all maybe came and some just took 2 right side tires, just trying to gain that valuable track position, especially with 21 laps on the tires.
21 laps to go. Let's show you how the race has played out so far. Daniel Suarez, who started in the back of the field because of inspection issues, had early contact with the 51 of Jeremy Clements. 3 laps later, he blew a tire going into turn 1. That's not the way you want to end your race. Eric Jones went on to win stage 1. William Byron and Elliott Sadler qualified for the Dash for Cash. And then it was Brendan Gaughan. His West Coast woes continue.
Yeah, Matt Tiff in the 19 car, both these guys racing hard inside the top 10, trying to get to the front, and obviously it did not work out for that side-by-side racing there.
William Byron, who started on the pole, he hit the wall hard. He was running 5th at the time. Ryan Blaney would win stage 2. Justin Allgaier and Tyler Reddick are the final 2 drivers who will race for $100,000. And this is what we are dealing with right now. Joey Gase, he has some issues, and there is a fire underneath that car. He would get out, he's okay, and the crew would get out there and put that fire out.
But this is what set up that strategy that we just saw on that last trip to pit road for everybody. There you see Austin Dillon taking 2 tires, and they know they won the battle off pit road. But Matt Tiff in that 19 car did stay out.
Here are the points today for stages 1 and 2. Justin Allgaier, Elliott Sadler, William Byron all the way up at the top. So I'm looking at the running order right now. One guy that stands out to me is Blaney. He worked his way up from the back of the field because of the inspection issues, and he's currently top 5. What do you think we're going to see when we go green here, Larry?
Well, I think knowing that it's going to be about 35 laps to go, it's going to be pretty wild on this restart.
That's your prediction. Pretty wild. I like that. There you go, Adam. Pretty wild.
Well, Shannon, Larry mentioned Matt Tiff, who stayed out. You got some guys on 2 tires, guys on 4 tires. Who wins out down the stretch?
We do, the fans. I mean, this is going to be an awesome finish. And if you're at home and you're on your couch, you better scoot up the edge of it and get ready, because when they go down into turn 1, a couple of guys on old tires out in front of guys on 2 tires with guys on 4 fresh tires behind them, there's no telling how wide they'll be when they get to turn 1.
Well, I think everybody's taking a chance, and it's late in the race, and everybody's here to try to win a race. So you see the guys that were in the back, they're like, heck with it, I'm going to stay out and see what happens.
What would you want in this situation? The tires?
Oh, come on, you guys have been around me long enough. I want tires.
Okay.
All 4 of them.
He's a typical driver, right? Give me 4 fresh ones, Jamie.
And maybe Austin Dillon, too. Justin Alexander, the crew chief for Austin Dillon. You guys have done a great job on pit road, but how do you think your 2 tires will hold up to the guys with no tires ahead of you?
The Room Chevrolet has been fast today. I think the 2 tires right here is going to allow us to take off a little better. I believe, we've been a great long run car, but we've been a little slow in the short run. So I'm hoping right here, a little air in the tires. Austin up front here on the lead, or on the front row right here. We'll see what he's got.
Air pressure. We've been talking about it's making a difference for Austin Dillon.
Yeah, you got 2 tires on that last stop. We'll see if it pays off for them. They'll restart on the front row with a 19 of Matt Tiff, who did not come down pit road there.
And that could be a tough break for Ryan Blaney and Justin Allgaier. Tiff's tires are older. He's probably not going to get going just as good as the rest. Could back up that outside line and create some action.
Tiff was 18th, decided to stay out. First guy on 4 tires, Justin Allgaier, restarts in the 6th position, 7 car, 3rd row outside lane. 38 laps to go. Tiff pretty good on those old tires.
Oh, and Dillon wants to slide up a bit, and here comes 3 wide. Erik Jones to the bottom.
Inside of Austin Dillon, inside of Ryan Blaney, and Allgaier with 4 fresh tires sticking his nose in there.
Blaney missed the corner, got in too deep, up the hill he goes, loses some spots. What a battle.
Teammates for the lead. Erik Jones around Tiff, and here they come. Austin Dillon is there, Justin Allgaier is there, and Ryan Blaney is next.
And this has been the 7 strong point all day. Brand new tires right on the restart, and you see him right up next to the door of the 20, going for the lead.
Oh, and he dives deep into the corner. Clears Jones.
Okay, we know he's not been great on the long run. 35 to go. Oh, near contact there as Jones tries the crossover.
He's going to get to the inside, Adam. Wonder if Allgaier's putting that thing up in 3rd, trying to sprint away from these guys.
Well, I think on the top, when he ran the top line right there, it'd be tough to shove it into 2nd or 3rd gear there.
Check out Jones, rattles his cage a bit. Bam.
Well, Jones has got to know, on those 2 tires, his only hope is clean air out front, right? Once he loses the lead, he's in big trouble.
Well, it's late in the race, and you got to go. And when you get on these restarts and you get an opportunity to pass, especially for the lead, you got to try to be aggressive and make it happen.
Allgaier starting to pull away. Good battle here. Tyler Reddick, another guy that got 2 tires. That's his teammate Brennan Poole inside of him. Blue and black 48. And the purple number 6, Darrell Wallace Jr. running 7th. Spinner 24, Drew Herring, 7th caution of the day.
Hold your line.
He was running 20th.
Well, fellas, we get to do it all over again.
Let's do that again. But
Yeah.
let me ask you a question. If you're Allgaier, knowing that your car falls off in the long run, are you relieved, even though you got to stack it up and try to be perfect on the restart? Are you kind of happy that you're going to get a break on your tires?
I think he was the most relieved guy in the whole field that the whole lead pack came down pit road, because they were not the best car on the real long run, but I feel like he's had the best car taken off.
It's kind of right in his wheelhouse. About 35, 40 laps, right?
Perfect.
Drew Herring in the 24 car down into turn 3. Is that Daniel Hemrick loose on the bottom? No, Daniel was up ahead against his teammate. That was the 33 of Brandon Jones that he got tangled up with. Whoa, just keeps her out of the outside wall.
Second week in a row, Herring's been driving that 24 car for JGL Racing. Corey LaJoie going to return to that vehicle next weekend in California.
Good pace for the JGL cars this weekend. That's a tough break here late in the race.
32 laps to go in our final stage at Phoenix. Justin Allgaier trying to hang on for a big payday. We're getting down to it here at Phoenix Raceway, NASCAR Xfinity Series, 30 laps to go in our final stage. When we get the checkered flag, we will open up coverage of our eBay Motors post-race show. And I would say we'll have a lot to talk about. The leader is Justin Allgaier for the restart, and he'll be alongside Eric Jones.
But you don't fire off at all. Copy that. I did a little bit to try to work on that there, but right side stop, it's a little hard to tell. You did a good job. Just missed the corner down here a little bit. Let the 7 get by. He's really fast right now, but long way to go.
I thought coming into the weekend, Jones was a guy to beat because Gibbs has been so good here over the years. His experience has been good here. But that Justin Allgaier, he said, you know what? I'm going to spoil the party, Chris.
And his crew chief, Jason Burdett, trying to get him to victory lane. Jason, that last time you guys came to pit lane, were you nervous when you saw everybody take 2 tires?
Well, the characteristics of our car has been tight after about 30 laps, you know, so we felt like our best shot to win this race would be 4 tires to the end. You know, the brand Chevy Camaro's been good all day. We just need, just need a little bit of luck, I think, to go our way to get us to the end.
All right, thanks, Jason. Good luck.
30th at Daytona, 30th at Atlanta. Dominated last week when you talk about series regulars. Top 5 at Las Vegas, and they have been good all weekend long. This kid is in a great position, Justin Allgaier.
Just has to nail this. You know, you almost have to be perfect all day long, especially on these restarts. You spin a tire, don't get down into turn 1 like you hope to. You saw William Byron earlier. He got 3 wide, wound up running into the outside wall. Just need to nail this restart.
28 to go as the green flag goes back in the air at Phoenix. Took that inside lane.
Yeah, I was really surprised that he took the inside lane, and I think he's going to pay for it right here.
Wow, look at him blocking down the back.
Jones got by on the outside. Here comes Blaney on the inside. Austin Dillon is with him.
And 3 and 4 is where it gets so hard because the cars just slide into the corner. They slide up, they slide in the middle, and they just don't have any grip.
Keep your eye on that blue 1 of Elliott Sadler passing for the 4th position. He's got 4 fresh tires as well. We heard Elliott say, give me 4 and I'm going to win this race. He's cleared the pack, and now he's heading for our front trio.
And top of your screen, he's highlighted in red. Another driver going for the Dash for Cash $100,000. There's a couple of more. The 9 of William Byron, the 42 of Tyler Reddick, with a couple of other youngsters. Brennan Poole, Matt Tifft. Battle for the lead. 26 to go. Allgaier back inside of Eric Jones.
That's just a hard pass to complete. Kevin talked about it. Probably up in 3rd. Let's listen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, shifted that gear.
And that has paid huge dividends for him all day, especially, you know, in these types of situations where you get it bogged down in turn 1 and 2. You just downshift that thing, and there he goes.
Yeah, but no downshifting in 4. Wound up too tight, I think, so he loses his momentum. See what he's able to do in 1 and 2.
Where does he want to put those left side tires down in 3 and 4 at this stage of the run, Kevin?
I would put them on the apron, but that is just me. A lot of guys like to, you know, diamond the corner and go up in the center of the corner a little bit and then back down on the yellow line on exit.
Heck, I've seen you with all 4 of them on the apron.
I'll probably have all 4 of them on the apron more than not.
On board with Allgaier here.
Look at that run. Good, solid run. Off turn 4. This is a great race.
And he's just not going to get any breaks at this point from the 20 car. He's going to have to make sure that he's clear, because that 20 is going to hold him down for everything that he's got. And the 20 knows that he has him in a box right now. From an aero standpoint, if he can keep door to door, he knows that the 7 is not going to be able to get back into gas.
Elliott Sadler's creeping in. You see the blue car, the 1 on the bottom, creeping in on Ryan Blaney for that 3rd spot.
Last run, roles were reversed. Allgaier was out front, and Jones gave him a little nudge. This place is like a short track. At what point do you get aggressive and let him know you're there? Give him a little bump.
I think you're there. I think if you get the opportunity, I think you got a hammer on it and make it happen.
And he's not only looking at Jones in front of him, talking about Justin Allgaier, he's got the 1 of Elliott Sadler coming from behind, Vince.
Well, there's no question that's on Elliott Sadler's mind. Obviously, he wants to win the race, but he's really focused on that 2nd car in line, that 7 of Justin Allgaier, because the Dash for Cash $100,000 bonus is on the line between Sadler and Allgaier. The interesting concept here is that Allgaier's had the better short run car today. Sadler has had the long run car. This green flag run, if it goes to the finish, is about 30 laps. Who's that going to benefit?
I think the guy with the track position, Vince, but man, it's going to be so close. Allgaier can't get it done on the bottom, and Elliott Sadler's coming.
Yeah, I really feel like if the 7 got in front of the 20, I think he'd drive away, but you know, it's late in the race, and the 20 is just going to keep battling, and the 7 just can't complete the pass in 3 and 4. He gets the position in 1 and 2, but he can't keep it in 3 and 4 because he just gets loose underneath him.
And I would guess jamming that thing in 3rd gear and running it up off the corner harder like that just builds more heat in those tires.
Well, I think every lap that goes by for Allgaier, I think his chances become a little bit less and a little bit less, just for the fact that his car is going to start turning a little bit less each lap through the center of the corner.
Saw William Byron, Darrell Wallace Jr. racing for 6th on track. Byron is eligible for the Dash for Cash should Justin Allgaier and Elliott Sadler have some problems. Out front right now, though, in this race, Eric Jones. We got 20 laps to go, Jamie.
Well, if you heard Eric's radio in the last 20 minutes, you wouldn't have thought he'd be leading this race. The handling has just gone away on it. He said he's loose on turn-in and feels like he's on top of the track. And by the way, on the last stop, He stalled it on exit and lost valuable time. So right here on that last restart, as Justin Allgaier goes to the inside, guys.
Trying to make it happen. Off of turn 2 and into turn 3. Last pit stop. Allgaier got 4 tires. Jones got 2. Not sure if that makes any difference at all. But right now, Allgaier going to hear the words he's wanted to hear all afternoon. All clear. 18 laps to go at Phoenix.
Yeah, and he just drove it into turn 3 and was able to keep the 20 from hanging on that right rear quarter panel. And now he's got that clean air and hopefully looks like he might set sail.
This is a great performance by that 17. Justin's done a great job behind the wheel, and the strategy of being able to shift into third gear, that was a crucial key, I think. They've done everything right.
They really have. I mean, from pit road to the calls on the pit box, and Justin has just been a bulldog in there all day. Every time he's lost the lead, he's fought back and figured out how to get back up there, and he's definitely had the best car on the short runs today, too.
I wouldn't count out Ryan Blaney. We saw how fast that car is on the long run. They run another 5-6 laps. Oh, we got trouble.
And caution's out. Caution's out.
Allgaier didn't want to see this.
No, he didn't.
Blake Koch into the wall. 8th caution of the day.
But if they don't have a conversation on the 7 radio about starting on the top instead of the bottom this time, I'm gonna have to come out of this booth and have a talk with somebody.
I've got a radio right here. We know his number. Maybe we ought to have a chat with him.
Well, we might not want to stir it up that much.
Blake Koch was 16th.
Well, when you race down into the corner side by side, you can see both guys are wrecking. You know that it's a possibility the guy underneath you is going to get loose. You certainly don't expect him to, but you got to be aware that it might happen.
Well, and in the years past, this hasn't really been the case for these guys in the Xfinity Series. I think as you see the smaller spoiler and everything that's happening this year, a lot of these guys are learning that, you know what, these things are pretty loose underneath each other, and they keep learning lesson by lesson here.
Great camera shot there of the fire coming out of the header pipes. And that reminds me how great all of our personnel behind the scenes have done this weekend at Phoenix. Temperatures in the mid-90s. All of our camera folks have had to endure the elements. We thank each and every one of you climbing up there and getting the job done in this hot desert sun. And the weekend just beginning. Today it's the Xfinity Series. Tomorrow, 312 laps for NASCAR's Top Shelf.
It's ready, set, go west as the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup Series cruises into Phoenix for some blazing hot racing in the desert. Which driver will roll into victory lane when all is said and done? Find out tomorrow. Coverage starts on FS2 at 1:30 p.m. and continues on Fox at 3 p.m. Eastern.
How's the game going to change here tomorrow? Stages for you guys, Kevin?
Well, I think it's going to change a lot because you know you're racing towards those windows, but I think they're obviously shorter today. They're going to be a little bit shorter than some of the stages that we have raced in the past few weeks, but it's still Phoenix. The cars are falling off a lot, much like Justin Allgaier's car. You're going to see a lot of cars coming and going from the beginning to end of runs with different things happening with their vehicle.
Looks like there's a lot of Monster Energy in that garage area last week after the race in Vegas. You think any of that'll boil over this week?
That was exciting.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, you know, it's there's a lot of things that happen here at Phoenix, and it's easy to make contact, so you never know.
So Elliott Sadler going to restart in the 4th position here, Vince. This ought to get good.
Yeah, and they've had a long run car today. Obviously, this isn't going to be a long run to the end, but you needed that yellow to bunch everybody up. What kind of shot you have here, Kevin?
Oh, Elliott's done a great job all day in the one main financial Chevy. We've had a really good long car. We've been working it all day, and it seems to be a little better on the restarts here, and we'll just see what we got.
Adam?
Kevin Meendering unable to go to Homestead last November with Elliott to run for the championship because they had those lug nut problems here. He would love to get a little redemption on that, get to victory lane, get $100,000 this afternoon. And we'll see how it works out on this restart, but this could be fun between teammates up there.
Yeah, if Allgaier starts on the outside, that puts Elliott right behind him. Maybe the momentum of the high side gets Elliott the track position. He has 4 fresh tires as well. Could make this thing really fun at the end. And Kevin, the team took your advice. The 7 car has chosen the outside lane.
Well, that's good. We don't want to. We learn from our mistakes and don't make them again because they have the best car. They just have to control the restart, which is easier said than done for sure, especially here with the cars sliding around.
You guys have both been car owners. Dale Earnhardt Jr. owns the 7 of Justin Allgaier and the 1 of Elliott Sadler, starting nose to tail in that outside lane, and so much on the line for both of them. How nervous is he watching
Just
this thing
bring
right
that
now?
$100,000 home, boys. Don't take each other out and bring the money home for the team.
Well, the good news, if they do, you got a rookie back there in William Byron who may get it for him.
Oh, man, I thought he'd give me the top again. Showed him something, right?
We would have been shocked, huh?
Yeah,
I would have been mad.
Restart with 12 laps to go. Top 5, Allgaier, Eric Jones, Blaney, Sadler, and Austin Dillon. William Byron will go 6th.
Elliott Sadler hangs on the outside of Blaney, trying to grab that 3rd spot. Look at Jones, a good run on the bottom.
He shot across the apron on the dog leg.
He's there.
Oh, what a
man.
strong run by Justin off turn 4. Oh, we got a crash in turn 22.
No caution. Caution will be out, though. Hold the brake. Hold the brake. You okay?
Dillon went around, collected Ryan Sieg. Austin had restarted in the 5th position, was 6th when he went around.
And look who's raced themselves into position. Talk about 100 grand. William Byron grabbed 4th away from Sadler.
Well, and as we saw last year in the Cup race, the later these restarts go, the more the intensity goes up and things happen.
Bubba Wallace is racing on the inside of Austin Dillon. You see Elliott Sadler get loose off the corner there. That opened the door for Byron, and bam. That's Cole Custer that drives into the side of Dillon. And unfortunately for Ryan Sieg, you can see Custer just couldn't get the car turned to the bottom. Maybe loose in, Kevin?
Yeah, sometimes when they get loose in, or you get on a splitter and you just can't get the thing to turn, or you don't want to turn the thing because you feel like it might spin out, and unfortunately Austin was right there.
On board with Brennan Poole here.
Stay low here. Stay low. Come low. Come low. Come low here. Oh, caution. Caution will come out, though. Caution down. Caution down. Good to back it in.
You saw the back of the 00 indeed step out on entry, and then when he corrected it, he hit Dillon.
Dillon not happy with the rookie Cole Custer.
Yeah, and that's just kind of stuff that you don't really want to see. That's kind of Saturday night stuff there. It's racing, stuff happens.
Here's what Cole Custer had to say on the radio.
It's all my fault right there. It's all on me. I just got loose on entry. Couldn't keep it down. It's all on me. 10-4, we're all good. I've seen a lot of people make that same mistake, so we're good.
Talking there with crew chief Jeff Mendering. First year for these two together. Austin Dillon to the garage, done for the day, and NASCAR has requested to see both he and crew chief Justin Alexander after the race.
Yeah, we met with the NASCAR folks, and they said if you confront another driver and talk to him face to face, we're okay with that. Pushing and shoving, we're okay with that. Racing hard on the track, that's fine. Just don't use your car as a weapon after an accident.
Yeah, and I agree with that. I think that that's something that, we all saw what happened at Martinsville. And, it's just something that doesn't need to happen. Mistakes happen. Things happen. This stuff is hard. It's hard to drive these cars. It's hard to, you get to the end of this race and there's an intensity level that you just can't really describe. And you make mistakes and cars get into each other, but you don't necessarily mean it. And when you react right after the race or right during the race and you use your car as a weapon, that's just not something that has a rational reasoning behind it.
And I love what you said, Kevin. This stuff's hard. Just think how Justin Allgaier was racing Eric Jones. He was wide open, right on him, as tight as he could be. Jones never bobbled. Allgaier never hit him. Made a nice, clean pass. That's what's so impressive about these guys out there. You guys out there on the racetrack. The margin of error is just so small. Any slip and we can have a crash, and most of the time you guys make it look easy.
This is after the crash. You see the damage for Austin. And just waited for him over off of turn 2.
Yeah, and if I'm Cole Custer, I'm going to try to find me somewhere to hide behind, because his spotter's probably on the radio saying he's waiting on you, Cole, and just get by another car so that you can't be taken out.
And like you guys said, I mean, NASCAR has been very clear that that's not something that they want to see. And as a competitor, especially when you're in Cole's position, when you've made a mistake and you know you've made a mistake, you just don't even have a chance to really even talk about it. And unfortunately, it resulted in that.
As you can see, there was some oil up in turns 1 and 2 after the accident. So our 9th caution has led to the red flag and a busy weekend of racing on the Fox family of networks. All NASCAR here, and tonight at 7 p.m. Eastern, it's Monster Energy Supercross from Indianapolis. For a preview, let's go to Lucas Oil Stadium. Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Emig.
1 week ago at Daytona International Speedway, Adam Cianciarulo picks up his first victory in over 1,000 days in the 250 East Championship. Hi, everybody. Ralph Shaheen and Jeff Emig with you. Today, however, a breaking story in that 250 East Championship, as we'll show you here.
Yeah, first qualifying practice, things got a little chippy between Osborne on the white Husqvarna, Cianciarulo on the Kawasaki. Cianciarulo out with an apparent leg injury.
So the question now becomes, will Adam Cianciarulo make the starting gate here tonight in Indianapolis? Join us on Fox from Lucas Oil Stadium at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Thank you, Ralph. And their coverage in Indy follows our Xfinity Series coverage here in Phoenix.
Hey, Justin, this is Kevin up in the booth. We saw you switch from the bottom to the top right there. I know you probably don't want to let us in on all your secrets, but it looked better up there. Is that what you're going to do again?
Well, I think so. Obviously the restarts here are really tricky, and Eric's been playing the game right. I mean, he's been leaving. I've been forced to kind of leave off of him. So, we're going to try and get a good restart here. We got a great Brand Pressure Agriculture Chevy, and we got a handful of laps left. So, we got to get a good restart here. We're not going to be able to pull this off.
Justin, we talked before the race how hot it was going to be. You looked fresh then. You're driving your tail off, doing an amazing job. How are you holding up physically?
Physically great. These guys do such a great job with all the cooling and air conditioners and all the things that we got going on in here. So, Kevin, tomorrow's going to be tough. It's going to be brutal. But, the one thing about this racetrack, the sun beats down. The racetrack radiates a lot of heat. And right now, our car really handles well on the short run. So I'm glad that we've only got a handful of laps left to go. But I can promise you I'm going to be sweating a little bit out there for those final 8 laps, but hopefully we can bring it home into victory lane and get a nice, Gatorade bath, and it'll make everything better.
Well, a great trophy on the line and a lot of money. Go get them, buddy.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
And you see on his visor there, Get Well Kelly. That's Kelly Kovsky, one of the members of his crew on his dirt team, injured when there was a crash down at Volusia last month. So we send our well wishes to Kelly also, and hope that Justin can do something special for him here today. What do you see, Chris?
Well, Greg Irwin definitely would like to see that 22 car in victory lane. Greg, you were one of the teams that went with 2 tires on that last stop. With these different cycles we're having here with this time, is that evening the playing field at all?
Yeah, I think it might be. Our discount tire Mustang's been pretty strong all day. Have never really got the track position that we needed. Maybe that second stage there we were pretty good, but Justin's car has been super on the restart and really good on the short run. I feel as though we have a better long run car. It's not turning out for us right now in terms of the number of laps we're going to get till the checkered flag, but pretty happy with what we've brought to the racetrack this weekend. Got to thank everybody at Team Penske for digging in the offseason and getting us some stuff we can go race with this year.
Yeah, Team Penske trying to go 2 in a row. Vince?
With Dave Ellens, the crew chief for William Byron, hard to believe that your driver's even still in it after that hard contact on the right rear. How is the car, and what do you need your 19-year-old driver to do to win this race?
Well, our car is fine. The Exalta Chevrolet's been fast all day. He's been doing a great job. He just needs to have another great restart like he's had. The 2 cars in front of us have less tires, so we'll have another good restart and get back to the front.
Thanks, Dave. Adam?
Vince, we've had a little bit of everything here today. Some cars that started in the back that have worked their way to the front, 5-minute red flag, and a shootout to the finish. Austin Dillon is done. Jamie with him at the Care Center.
Well, he had a great day going in the car, outside of the car, led 29 laps, and then the incident with the 0-0. What happened there?
I haven't really seen any replays. They took us out, so just driving over his head, and he got us.
Walk us through this replay here, Austin.
yeah, he just overdrove the corner, missed the corner, took me out with him. It was a hard hit, but you know, sucks. The Rheem Chevy was pretty solid all day. We decided to take 2, and probably weren't as fast as we were, but you know, when that happens, it's just makes your day worse. So got to thank the good Lord. We had a great pit crew today. They did an awesome job. So proud of them. Proud of their effort. They killed it. But we'll see Cole all year long, so it'll be a good year.
Hold on, Austin. We just saw the replay, the little retaliation, and because of that, NASCAR has asked for you, your spotter, and your crew chief to come. What will be your defense in that regard?
I don't think it'll be that bad. We'll probably just have a Coke and discuss things, and it'll be all good.
Thanks, Austin.
How's that conversation going to go, Kevin?
Have you had that conversation in the past, Kevin?
Well, I've had that conversation, and based upon the video, there's really no way that he can be right. So you just do a lot of listening and move on.
You know who that was really unfortunate for is Ryan Sieg. Having a solid run, got swept up in that wreck, had sponsorship from Tappan Sons, an electrical company out here in Phoenix, helping those small teams make it from race to race here on the West Coast swing, and he's got a tore-up race car. So that's disappointing for Ryan, but those guys will persevere. They've been tough all, ever since they started in the Xfinity Series.
I'm thinking about this restart, and it's going to be Junior Motorsports 1-2 again in the outside lane. This time, Justin Allgaier with the rookie pole sitter behind him, William Byron. And you know, Byron thinks this place, it owes him one. That's what he believes.
He was so good here a year ago, and today's been such a learning experience from that kid. On the initial start, didn't get going. Got taken 3 wide once, hit the outside wall, has scrambled back to a fourth position here late in the going. He's thinking win, and he's got his teammate right in front of him. Maybe a big push gets them the advantage on the outside.
Well, I think Allgaier does better this time because he started on the outside. He knows how much grip he had last time up on the top groove, and I think he just does better this time, and I think he clears him.
We're going to have another caution, or we're going to go to the finish here?
I wouldn't bet against a caution.
Yeah,
I know Eric Jones is hungry down there on that bottom. We saw him get ahead of Allgaier on that last restart, really doing a nice job on a crossover to the bottom. So there's a lot of players still that can make a difference here before the checkered.
9 cautions so far today. Could we get a 10th? We'll have only 5 laps to go when the green flag goes back in the air.
Takes our best shot, making the move here. Best when they get side by side to get a run. Can't be too close to me like that because the top gets such a big run and the bottom stops. To get a restart, we can be close, depending on how hard the 7 defends it.
Oh, everybody's thinking like we are. This is going to get crazy. They're going to be more aggressive, like Kevin mentioned earlier. This is it. This could be the race right here on this restart. This first lap on the restart could determine who wins this race.
I said it was going to be a 5-lap shootout. Caution is still out. So there'll be only 4 laps to go when they get the green flag. Let's set this up for you. Justin Allgaier has the race lead, in line for a $100,000 bonus. He's Dash for Cash eligible. Other drivers looking for the payout. William Byron, his rookie teammate, who will start behind him. Elliott Sadler up there as well as a chance to win the big money. And don't forget about Tyler Reddick. Yes, he is 10th, but if things get as crazy as we anticipate they could, anything could happen in these last 4 laps.
You know, when we were here a year ago, it was the Joe Gibbs Racing cars that were dominant, finished 1, 2, 3. Now we're talking about Dale Jr.'s cars. They're up there in a position to dominate this race and get the victory.
All 4 in the top 8. Let's give some love to Michael Annett. Not been a great 2017 for him. We said in practice yesterday, he's good here at Phoenix, and it's paid off. He'll restart 8th. 4 laps to go. 95-degree day. And it's time to settle the score in the desert.
Don't spin the tires. That's what they're thinking about right now.
And Justin's got to play the game right.
In front of it. You're ready? Ready? Green flag.
Allgaier blows him away on the restart.
Kevin said it. He just
3 back.
Thinks that Justin learned from that last restart, will do a better job up on the outside. He did just that.
Well, you just make those mental notes lap after lap, and when he hadn't done the top restart before, doing it one time and then doing it again, he was going to do it better the second time, and he did.
Byron loose big time off of turn 4. Look at this gaggle. The 42 of Tyler Reddick, the 3 of Ty Dillon, the 16 of Ryan Reed is there.
Justin slipped a little high off turn 2. Eric Jones is closing. Look at the momentum he has on the back.
That's Jones in the 20. 22 is Ryan Blaney. It'll be 2 laps to go when they come off of turn 4 and get to the start-finish line this time.
Oh, and now Jones in the 20 is loose, and here comes Blaney to the bottom. He's going to take that spot.
Blaney's been strong all weekend, had to start in the back after missing qualifying because of an inspection issue. And if you're Justin Allgaier right now, the last thing you want to see is the caution. Just want to get back to that white flag. And the white flag is out right now. 1 lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. Last time Justin Allgaier won in the Xfinity Series, August 2012 at Montreal. 80 races ago. Came here today focused, knowing if he gets to victory lane, he'll be in the playoffs and have a chance at $100,000. What an incredible drive for the kid out of Illinois. The winless streak is over. Justin Allgaier back to victory lane, a winner at Phoenix.
That's a burst into the chase and a first dash for cash. Awesome. Great work, bud. Really good job, buddy. Proud of you. I know, you guys don't understand. You have no idea how proud of y'all I am. We worked our tails off to do this. We didn't get it last year. We deserved it last year, and I'm so proud of you guys. So proud.
Emotional in the race car.
Well, you know, it's been a long time since he's been to victory lane, and today, those guys absolutely earned it, and they did everything right.
A couple of Cup's future superstars right on his heels, Ryan Blaney and Erik Jones. When you beat those two, that's a day's work.
Came on NASCAR Race Hub Tuesday on FS1, helping to promote the Dash for Cash program with NASCAR. I think they had the right representative. He's 1 for 1 in 2017, and in back-to-back Dash for Cash races has won $100,000.
You think they got their eyes set on that $1 million if they can win them all?
Oh, yeah.
Well, he's the only one that can do it. That's for sure.
Blew out his tire.
Blew the right front tire trying to hold the brakes. It's been a little bit since he's done those burnouts, but you know, that's a good problem to have. I can promise you that.
He can polish up on those throughout the 2017 season, right?
That's right.
You look at this top 10, Michael, you talked about Blaney and Erik Jones, William Byron in the top 5 after starting on the pole. Elliott Sadler up there, Darrell Wallace Jr. 6th for the 3rd straight week. Daniel Hemrick from the back to a top 10. Brennan Poole, his first top 10 of the year. Michael Annett stayed in the top 10. A great day for Junior Motorsports.
Yeah, and a great day for Michael Annett. It's early in the season, and they didn't get the start to the year they wanted. You come to a tough track on a hot day like here at Phoenix and get a top 10, that means you can run good anywhere.
He had to battle the heat, but it was worth it. Justin Allgaier able to win the big trophy and get the $100,000 payday. 4th career win for him, and the first for Junior Motorsports here at Phoenix. Also 4 for 4. 4 races, 4 different drivers this season.
We get to go to California and have this much fun again next week. What a fun race that always is.
And I can't wait to see how that breaks up, you know, with the stages. And you know, I think you look at the race today and you see how much the stages changed the complexity, the complexion of this particular race today. And I think that's going to have an effect at places you don't really expect it.
And at California, I can't wait to see the effect of that tiny spoiler on the back. Those straightaways are long. We could get up to 200 miles an hour diving into the corners.
And don't forget this, 4th race of 2017. 2 of our winners, series regulars. Ryan Reed did it at Daytona. Today, it's all about Justin Allgaier, who's headed to victory lane at Phoenix Raceway.
Welcome to the eBay Motors post-race show. It was a wild one here in Phoenix today. Justin Allgaier survived all of those restarts, won $100,000 and snapped an 80-race winless streak. Let's go down to victory lane. Jamie Little.
80 races, 4.5 years since Justin Allgaier's been here. His sponsors, Dale Jr. was the first one to the car. They're a family around here. We heard you say, and the water and Gatorade continues to fly. We heard you say on the radio how proud you are of this team. What did it take for you guys, this new team, to finally get you back here?
Just hard work and perseverance. First of all, I got to give it up for my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. That was, last year was tough. You know, we had really good runs all year and never were able to get to victory lane, but these guys fought hard, got the same group of guys we had last year, and to be able to do it here at Phoenix. Obviously, first race for Xfinity, Dash for Cash, so a huge thank you to them for what they do for our sport. All of our partners at Junior Motorsports. I mean, Rick Brandt right here, he's asked to get in victory lane for 3 years now, 4 years now, and we've been trying.
81 races.
81 races, okay, 81 races. But huge thank you to everybody back at the shop, Chevrolet, Hendrick Engines, the chassis shop, all of our partners, Brandt, Hellman's, Degree, Suaveman, Breyers, Valvoline, Advanced Auto, Cessna, Exalta, Northeastern Supply, and Goodies. I mean, this is a team effort. We had 4 really good Junior Motorsports hot rods today. And how cool is it to get a Camaro in victory lane here at Phoenix?
You get congratulated by Dale Jr. Kevin Harvick's in the booth, and he said you drove like a bulldog today. Knowing how good this car was, how hard did you drive? There's his teammates, Elliott Sadler, William Byron. How hard did you drive knowing how good your car was that you had the ability to win today?
I knew we were going to have to get on the short run, and I was really disappointed at the end of that first stage. I knew we had a better car than where we finished that first stage, and these guys didn't give up. Pit crew did awesome. They gave me great pit stops, and I knew it was going to come down to a short run at the end, and I knew we had the car. I just needed a good restart, and we got that. And TJ up on the spotter stand, he was calling it out, you know. And it's so hard to know how hard to go on those last couple laps, and just so cool to be able to get here in victory lane.
And to win $100,000 for Dash for Cash. The check is floating around here. We want to give that to you. What does this mean to you, Justin, just winning the money, being part of this thing, knowing in the end you could end up winning $1 million?
You know, to finish first you must finish. And we've gotten the first thing out of the way. We've gotten the first finish out of the way. We got 3 more to do. But these guys, what they do for our series, but most importantly, what they do for our sport, the sport of NASCAR. We have the best fans in the world. I hope everybody at home enjoyed watching on their Xfinity service. This is what this series is all about, and so proud to be able to come out here and do what we did today.
Your wife's been by your side the whole time. Go give her a hug and a kiss. Ashley Allgaier. Justin Allgaier wins in Phoenix. Chris?
And Ryan Blaney coming from the back of the field today all the way up into the top 5 in just 50 laps. But Brian, you obviously sustained a little bit of damage to the right or left front corner there. Did that use up a little too much of the car coming through the field?
No, I don't see any damage. I don't really know what you're talking about, but I thought we had a good discount tire Ford Mustang. Really good on long runs. Unfortunately, we didn't get any of those at the end. The 7 was spectacular on short runs. So it kind of just played into his hands with having 4 and us 2, but we had a shot at it. Just not quite enough, but I think this team is getting really close, but can't thank Discount Tire enough for letting me do it.
William Byron started from the pole, had an eventful day. It wasn't mistake-free by any stretch, but at the end, you still had a shot at the Dash for Cash. How'd you explain your day?
Man, I just couldn't believe I hit the wall early. That was took a lot of grip out of our car, but the guys did a really good job of getting this Exalta Chevy back to the front, and just had some good restarts at the end and was able to make it up. So just really proud of the whole JRM team. Had 3 really good cars, and hopefully we can carry that to California.
William Byron finishes 4th.
And these are the 4 guys that were racing for $100,000 here today. Justin Allgaier, who of course won that money. William Byron, Elliott Sadler, and Tyler Reddick. What a great run for Elliott Sadler.
I love the fact, we talked about it at the top of the show, Xfinity Series regulars, there they are. 3 in the top 5. That's what we're looking for with these Dash for Cash races.
And the oldest guy right there, one of the veterans of this series, is standing by with Vince.
Hard to be upset with 5th place. That's where Elliott Sadler finished today, but I know you're not completely satisfied with the kind of day you guys had. Why?
Well, you just want to win the money. You know, anytime Xfinity puts out that kind of money for the Dash for Cash, you want to win it. But proud of everybody on this One Main Financial Chevrolet. We really good on long runs, a little free on short runs. But did you know you can get loans on the same day? When you go into a One Main Financial, that's how fast they are. And that's how fast Junior Motorsports was today. 3 of the top 5. And congratulations, Justin Allgaier, winning the race today and bringing home the money. But look, proud of our team. The way we ran here last year to come back, running the top 5 all day. Proud of Kevin and the guys.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you.
Erik Jones coming home 3rd today. And Erik, you guys had that last stop, 2 tires, 4 tires. You guys took 2. Was that the right call?
Yeah, I think so. That was the only shot we really had to get some track position back and at least get up in the fight again. You know, we'd kind of fallen back on that restart. We got run up the hill there a little bit, but got us back in the hunt. Never really had the car. First segment, I thought, man, really better than I thought we would be, and then we just kind of faded throughout the day, which is all right. The Reese's Camry was good, just not quite good enough to challenge with the 7. So,
thanks, Erik.
Another good run here at Phoenix for Erik Jones, who finished 2nd right behind Kyle Busch last season. So let's go upstairs to the guys who had the best view of this race, Adam, Michael, and Kevin. What are your final thoughts, guys?
Well, it was a fun day, no doubt about that. We knew stage racing would be outstanding at a place like Phoenix, and what makes it perfect is not only did Justin Allgaier get the $100,000, he's in victory lane. That's the way it should be, huh, Michael?
Yeah, they went racing for it today, and the Xfinity regulars came out on top. I think the story when we leave here will be Junior Motorsports. Dale Earnhardt Jr. has put together a strong team there. 3 cars racing for the $100,000. Michael Annett made a top 10 run out of it late in the going. So those cars are really good. A year ago, it was the Gibbs cars. I guarantee you, nobody will give up. Everybody's going to keep working, and we're going to see some amazing racing all year long.
I love the format. You know, I think it really changed the complexion of the race today with the way that the stages were broke up, the strategy, and I think all that really played out well for what we had here at Phoenix in the past compared to what we had today without the Cup drivers, with the stages, and Justin Allgaier just drove his butt off, and those guys never made a mistake, and he earned a win.
I can't wait for tomorrow because we saw a groove up high. We saw down off of the racetrack making passes. You guys are going to have a lot of room tomorrow.
I'm ready.
It'll be fun to watch. This guy always is at Phoenix. Shannon?
Yep, we're ready too, Adam. This is the eBay Motors post-race show. The widest selection of parts have never been easier to shop. Check out eBay Motors to find the right part for your ride. Find it, add it, get it fast. More post-race coming up.